What's up, everybody in the house tonight? What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody in the house tonight? What's up? What's up? Yeah.
Welcome to the Garrett and Steve Show, BBW edition, Booth Boys Wednesday. But first, happy Killdozer Day.
Oh, is that today?
Today.
How can I forget?
June 4th, 2004 or 14, one of those. But yes, still one of my heroes.
Yeah.
I love the whole people screwed me and I was done wrong, so I'm just going to screw everybody and then screw myself. I love that whole philosophy.
He decided to demolish the town that fucked him over. Not a group of people or just, one guy or something. He was like, oh, there's a conglomerate of people in this town who have fucked me, so I'm going to fuck the whole town.
He targeted certain houses and businesses and stuff. Yeah.
He got business done. Did you know there was a guy who did a similar thing? He didn't make a Killdozer, so not that similar. But he stole a tank. And this was a guy who was like notorious for just being a wild man. He would steal things. He never like killed anyone or did anything grotesque. But he was always stealing shit and he was like the town asshole.
But just for fun?
For fun.
Oh,
he was
okay.
nuts. He stole a tank and he was like running cars over. And I think in his head, he was like, it's like I'm driving a monster truck. I'm just having all this fun. The cops, once he ran out of gas, popped open the lid and shot him to death. They did not play around with him at all. They did not take him alive. They had no intention of taking him alive.
Wow.
The second that fucking thing stopped, they ripped the lid open and shot the fuck out of him.
Sounds like,
and I feel like he was like, all right,
sounds kind of like a malpractice suit or something. He didn't have a gun. If he didn't have a gun or whatever.
The thing is, he had a really, really, really big gun
on the front of the tank. Yeah, that's a good point.
He never fired it though.
Wow.
He was a gentle giant.
I'm sure
he never fired his weapon.
They probably don't keep them loaded.
I don't know about that. I would assume there's a way to make problems with the tank.
Yeah, definitely.
And maybe it was just that they didn't know for a fact he was out of gas. He just stopped. They saw an opportunity and they turned him into Swiss cheese.
What idiot? Why didn't he lock the top?
I don't remember how they got it. And I think they broke it open.
There was also the guy that was pissed at the IRS, so got in a small plane and flew into the IRS building, not in DC, but in like Houston or some Texas town, and just said, "Fuck it, I'm out. You're out."
It's awesome.
I
would never do it myself. I don't think, but
I have fantasies about doing it.
Yeah, seeing other people just take revenge on. In a non-school shooter way.
In one email up, I sent like the full video of Killdozer.
Hell yes.
One's just like the anniversary announcement, and then the other one's
the full. Okay, so this is not. It's like a highlight clip.
Yeah, with
I want the
hockey music on it.
I want the shebang. I got to figure out what the hell the guy's name was that with the tankscapades. His story. I don't think there's a video of it, but his story is pretty funny.
How no video? Really?
There might be.
Yeah.
If there is, I've never seen it, but I just know the story of the man. Anyway,
ago. This is a tape. This is when we first arrived on scene, and it looked like officers standing on a hill above this earth mover turned tank were firing some pretty heavy arms at him, trying to find a weak spot, trying to find some way to immobilize. This man was now on the east side of Granby in what's called an independent propane company yard. We thought for a time he might actually be taking out some of the propane tanks. He kind of looked like that's what he was thinking about. And then he took off and headed into the downtown area again. Now, if you'll stay with me, photographer David Gregg is going to fast forward some of the videotape, show you just a little bit of some of the crazy things that this man has done over the course of the past hour and a half. And again, we want to emphasize, at last check, when we were last over Granby about 15 minutes ago, he had been stuck
inside. He like owned some sort of like auto repair shop or whatever it was, and he wanted to like expand it or make a driveway that was on the road, and they kept just like denying him the right to do it. And he was like, what the fuck? And there was no reason for them they just like had a vendetta against him, and were trying to get him to move out of this state or the county or whatever. And he just like kept trying to do it the right way. They wouldn't let him. So then he took it on himself.
Marvin Heemeyer.
Yes.
Marvin John Heemeyer. American automobile muffler repair shop owner who demolished numerous buildings with a modified bulldozer in Granby, Colorado. Over about 18 months, Heemeyer? How do you pronounce that? Heemeyer? Heemeyer.
Heemeyer, yeah.
Heemeyer secretly armored a Komatsu D355A bulldozer with layers of steel and concrete. Granby town officials, neighbors of his muffler shop, the local press, and various other citizens of Granby had cited Heemeyer in various ways, including zoning rules, which impeded Heemeyer's ability to operate his muffler repair shop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think it was they were fucking over his actual shop and making it so he couldn't even operate regularly. Defenders of Heemeyer say he made a point not hurting anybody during his bulldozer rampage. He demolished the town hall, the house of a former mayor, and several other buildings. And then he killed himself after the bulldozer became stuck in a hardware store he was destroying. No one else was injured or killed. So in 1992, he purchased 2 acres of land for $42,000, equivalent to $94,000 in 2024.
Oh,
cool, everything's double now. With plans to lease the property to a friend to build an auto repair shop on the site. Present at the auction was Cody Dozer, whose family had previously owned the property. Heemeyer claimed that Cody Dozer had berated him for several minutes afterward out of anger at losing the property. However, no other party present recalled any such interaction. The property had a rudimentary sewage storage solution in the form of buried cement mixer left by the previous owners. The cost to update the sewer system would be nearly double what he paid for the property. And city officials told him that putting a septic tank was a less expensive alternative, but he rejected both options and said the government not paying for the sewage line hookup was extortion by government fiat. Despite these setbacks, he did not withdraw his annexation request and subsequently became part of the sewer district. He abandoned plans to rent the property to a friend, saying to open a muffler shop. His friend lost interest in the property because of oil spills. And I'm trying to read exactly when he went nuts. Okay, but this happened in 2001? 2002.
Okay.
I thought it was a lot earlier than that. But in 2001, Joe Dozer, who seems to be the main problem in this whole thing, made Heemeyer an offer whereby Heemeyer dropped the lawsuit. Oh, they have a lawsuit because
I guess he probably sold him the property without telling him he was going to have to do all this septic tank stuff.
Right. And there was a concrete plant planned around their current lot, hoping to lease remaining 23 parcels of small manufacturers. So basically, the Dozer family terrorized him for about 8 years.
Yeah.
Trying to fuck him out of this property, not letting him operate the property the way he wanted to, not having him set up in the same sewage line as the rest of the city. So after, 8 years.
What else are you going to do?
Garrett, this is what you do.
Inside the back end of the Galmo's appliance store, apparently taken out his own radiator, and the engine had seized up, and SWAT team members were trying to get inside the tank. But a tank it is. It's an earth mover no more. It's actually a tank. Do you guys have some questions that you would like to pass along? Those are the propane tanks that he was kind of milling about for a time.
Absolutely. Luann, can you take us through it chronologically so people get a sense? I know it all started about 3 o'clock this afternoon. Where did he begin? Do you know?
He started on the end of town. We are told unofficially, we want to emphasize that, this man owned a business next to the concrete company, that he had a long-standing beef with the concrete company in Granby, a very long-standing, decades old, it was described to us, and then he went after the concrete company first. He then made his way down Main Street of Granby and actually was taking out buildings as he passed, took out much of the town hall, took out the library, may have gone through the Liberty Bank. It actually looks like he might have punched in one side of a new Liberty Bank in Granby and came out the other. This was these pictures were taken again. This is fast forward, but these pictures were taken at about 4 o'clock or so. This would have been about an hour into the rampage, and you can see the armor plate on the side of that. It didn't seem to matter what police officers did with the rifles and such, and they could not pierce it. This was an earth scraper they moved in to try to do some combat, to try to in some way immobilize the scraper. Almost got to where he was turning it over at that point there. But the scraper is just no match for the cat there, the caterpillar turned tank.
Wow. Hey, if you're just joining us, it's now 5 o'clock. This is News 4 at 5. This story's been
slow it down a little.
It slowed it down, but
it didn't. Didn't stop it at all. Joey Dago just sent me a bunch of Killdozer merchandise that I think he owns.
Oh, he sent me. Oh yeah, that's what it is. He sent me 5 pictures too. Yeah. Oh wow, he's even got like the Killdozer toy.
I think that's just a bulldozer toy.
Sometimes reasonable men do unreasonable things.
Get bulldozer stuff, and he just called Killdozer. I think it's funny how much rubble is on top of this fucking thing. Like it's just collecting. It's like a Katamari. The more it fucking destroys, the more it just rolls into a big ball of concrete blocks.
Been developing since about 3 o'clock. This is file tape of a man who's got into a bulldozer that he's made into a makeshift armored covered bulldozer, and he's damaged or destroyed half a dozen buildings in Granby, a town of about 1,500, about 50 miles west of Denver in Grand County. So far, we're hearing no one's been injured, but that has not
been the case. What you see on top of there is debris, some venting, a whole lot of cinder blocks. He's actually pushing cinder blocks. These are remnants. This is debris from the buildings he's taking out.
He tries to warm up the tires and get all that debris off.
These pictures were taken.
I think he's getting to a building soon.
Westbound again. This is tape. He is just again headed westbound into the downtown area. Right there, may have taken out a radiator. He doesn't stop for light poles. He doesn't stop for buildings. He takes out the corner of the copycat store. Again, this is right in downtown Granby. And then the gamble store next to this became another prime target. He backed up while the radiator's smoking, while he has any power left. He's going to attack that Gamble's appliance store. Many of the stores, the buildings, the offices that we have seen him take out, apparently seem to have some rhyme or reason to him.
Have a backup Killdozer.
Some kind of history, some kind of ongoing.
When the radiator blows on the original Killdozer, you got to have the second one ready to go.
Business owners in Granby. He's going to turn around here and make one last stand and shove that caterpillar into the Gamble's appliance store.
Hulu, according to some witnesses, he reportedly also is armed with a machine gun. Can you see that from your vantage point?
We think there is absolutely no truth to that. We were hearing different reports, some along those lines. We also heard reports that at one point they were trying to get an armor-piercing machine gun brought in from Hot Sulphur Springs, which is about 10 miles down the highway. That apparently was their thought as to what their only hope was as to how to stop this man. But he actually ended up stopping himself. You can see now that long stream of wet pavement.
Shot at it for fucking 6 hours.
Yeah.
Maybe you can
a
eventually
gun full of armor-piercing
and he's going to make one last stand, go over the curb, and start punching his way into the Gamble store and into the back of that. He left the area of Granby
right
about
there.
20 now. He's going to make one lap. I've been able to communicate with our crew on the ground up here. He just is deliberate and determined, and nothing will stop him except his own equipment. What we're going to do, if you can stay with me now, he's going to make one last stand here. We're going to fast forward again and show you how far he gets, and then we'll take it up to where we actually have members of the Grand County SWAT team, the Sheriff's Office SWAT team, standing on top of the caterpillar, trying to figure out how to get in. I'm sure police officers, sheriff's deputies were themselves assuming for a time that he was armed because they were trying to keep their distance, trying to take cover. Actually, took cover, as you can see there, behind the scraper.
What a great move to take out the whole wall.
What did that other asshole just do? Did you see that?
He tried to fly in and stop him? Or?
But it missed by a mile, just hit the other building that was ineffective. Yeah, it's a pit maneuver.
Yeah,
the challenge now was to get him out of there. We don't know how
to
we're looking at is of that
knock it down.
Talking about is also we understand that the hardware store. I also understand that he.
I like that I'm retroactively cheering on a news clip from fucking 23 years ago.
Town's newspaper building, a 2-story structure as well.
23?
Sky High News is the newspaper office there.
Sky High News.
Virtually a rubble. We heard from Terry Hurl on News 4 earlier, and she
June 4th, 2004.
Yeah, okay, that's what I saw.
Somebody came running in and told
Yeah, over a decade of torture by the Dozer family.
Making a beeline for their store and then turned and went elsewhere.
It seems again, as we talked about earlier, that it was very systematic that that he was picking and choosing where he was
Isn't
going.
it
He
kind
was
of
very
weird that the
deliberate in his
news
choices.
station
Yeah, they're-
is playing it like they're in the helicopter live, but they're not. They're like, we're going to fast forward the video now.
Yeah.
But like, what? Why not just play the whole video, or like, was this live and then they're reenacting it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I guess, you know, it was the biggest thing that ever happened in Granby. So
Yeah,
they played it like it was live, and they probably played this every day for a year.
Oh, yeah, that must have taken a few years to rebuild everything. Sucks for them.
Maybe a little bit. I don't know. I feel terrible that Mr. Killdozered himself. Because, you know, I mean, how much time would he have gotten in the slammer for that? He didn't kill anyone. He didn't.
Yeah, you're right. But
Killdozer is actually a bad name for it. It was more like Demolish Ozer.
It's a good point.
Break stuff Ozer.
Yeah, I know, but I feel like he'd still get 25 years or life or something.
Only for what? Reckless endangerment?
You're a problem.
Destruction of property? Destruction of
problems.
problems? I mean, what's the actual crime other than, like, you know, you probably have to pay back the damages.
Good luck.
Probably, that's the thing. They'll probably dock your pay for the rest of your life. But I don't think there's, like, as long as he never kills anyone, it's at worst some kind of attempted murder charge. If at any point there was someone right in front of it that he didn't stop for. But according to everything I've read and everything we've seen, he never even sort of attempted to kill anyone.
Yeah, they even brought that up in the clip too. Yeah, I don't know. It's a good question. I just feel like you do that much damage continuously, they're gonna do everything they can to you know, like probably every building he hits is a new thing, and then a destruction of a building can be like 10 years per case, and he did 20 buildings.
It is not 10 years per building, but I understand what you're saying. You know, multiple counts of fucking up a town.
Yeah.
And
the bank, you know, they get some extra protection, I'm sure.
But he didn't rob the bank.
He didn't.
What if? Because, you know, you can lawyers can spin anything. They can create reasonable doubt out of any situation. What if he'd gone to court and his lawyer was like, he made a very nice bulldozer that was supposed to be indestructible because he was planning on doing some work around the muffler shop, and it malfunctioned. Yeah, he was just behind the wheel going, why? I can't stop.
I'm hitting the brake, but it won't stop.
Even though I wrote a manifesto. And as Stu says, he was armed firing bullets from the dozer. Oh, okay. Well, that's a problem. And he sold his assets to his parents so they couldn't sue for damages.
Oh, nice.
And he welded himself inside it. That's right. I remember that.
Yeah.
He
didn't want to get out.
This was a one-way trip. This was he was like, this is going to be the coolest suicide anyone's ever did. But
yeah,
I think he should have had his day in court. And I would love to see a lawyer go, Your Honor, who's to say that there just wasn't multiple failures in the cockpit of the Killdozer this man welded himself inside of?
How do you prove that he was driving it?
Yeah.
There's no video of him actually driving it.
My client did nothing wrong. Just simply got behind the wheel of his bulldozer and tried to make an honest day's living. And unbeknownst to him, there was something wrong with the mechanism that drives the bulldozer.
We've all been in accidents. You hit the gas pedal instead of the brake. You know, it just happens. And I guess something got stuck on his gas pedal, and there's nothing he could do. And he tried his best to avoid everyone. He didn't kill anyone.
No.
You know, and he just...
People who keep calling him a Killdozer are sensationalizing and propagandizing my client.
He felt like if he hit a building, it would stop the bulldozer. So he tried to hit as many buildings as he could to try to stop the bulldozer.
Unfortunately for my client, they were mere speed bumps on the road to destroying half the town. But listen, this is Granby, Your Honor. Who hasn't gotten behind the wheel maybe when they shouldn't have, and maybe hit a building or two? Who hasn't? Let thy be the first to cast the first stone, Your Honor. Dismiss.
Oh, what a hero he would have been then.
Yeah.
We got out.
Yeah, not all heroes have their day in court. Much like our buddy here, Sean Nelson, 35-year-old Army vet, Sean Nelson. This is from 1995, so this predated the Killdozing by 9 years. The rampage started when Nelson drove his Chevy van to the California National Guard Armory in Kearny Mesa neighborhood. The armory usually closed 5 p.m., yada, yada, yada. After Nelson was inside the tank, he barreled through streets in Kearny Mesa, smashed into cars, knocked down light poles, and leaving thousands of people without power. So we could watch a little footage of Sean, since it's Killdozer Day.
Yeah.
And we have some killdozing to do. And Harold, I'd definitely buy a Garrett and Steve Killdozer t-shirt.
Ooh.
Well, our merch store, our theoretical merch store already has 3 shirts.
Brother man.
That's the plaque. That's my ass.
Okay, yeah.
And the Killdozer, innocent until proven guilty. In a court of law, he hasn't had his day. Well, something. Figure out something.
Well, next Joey Dago, he has all the shirts made for the guy already. So
yeah,
get some good ideas from him.
But on to our next Hall of Fame rampage drivers who destroyed a town. Here's the San Diego Tank Rampage by Sean Nelson.
Just people standing on the sidewalk. Yeah, awesome. Oh wait, is there a gun on that thing?
Yeah. It's
facing backwards,
so that the light pole is like wrapped. Oh wait, yeah, no, okay. So the light pole is like on top of the cannon, mortar. What do you call the tank gun? It fires shells. Those big fucking artillery shells.
Tank gun. I don't know. I feel like I would have heard the name of it before, but nothing's coming to mind. Shell shocker.
That's what it is.
The shell shocker.
The shell shocker. But yeah, so Sean Nelson, after a lifetime of setbacks and financial struggles and alcohol abuse and criminal activity, he finally was just like, fuck it, I'm stealing a tank. I'm stealing a tank and I'm gonna fucking run everything in my fucking path over.
It's so weird how vehicle like that or like airplanes, if you know what you're doing, there's not like a key to get in and it's like a door that locks. It's like if you know what you're doing, you could fire it up in a second and just take off.
Yeah. And you can, let's say, I don't know, crush cars and infrastructure in your path without injuring anyone. The tank crashed, was partially disabled, and San Diego police forced it open before shooting and killing him.
Oh, they forced it open?
Forced it open. And he was like, all right, guys. You go. That's got to be a blast.
Amazing.
It's honestly amazing that he didn't fucking kill anyone. Because at this point, how are you not just, driving through the streets, running over every car in your path?
Yeah.
And by doing that, you're going to kill people.
Just some person just in their car, eating lunch or something.
They turn into the cream filling of a Pop-Tart that you just made.
I think the tank gun is called a tank gun.
Oh, okay. I guess, keep it simple.
Yeah.
It's honestly hysterical that the fucking street lamp, or not the street lamp, the fucking
light pole
was stuck on him the entire time he was going down that fucking street.
And he was, like a celebrity getting a police escort to wherever he was going. There's nothing they can do except just stay in front and behind him. And Yeah, what can you do? Like, bring in another tank?
If it hadn't run out of gas, well, that's the thing. I think they knew. Like, eventually, this thing's gonna fucking just run out of gas. And he's gonna have nowhere to go.
I guess.
And then we're gonna force it open and shoot him to death without asking any questions or saying freeze.
But like tanks in World War II so long ago, I feel like they were driving for a long while. Like they weren't refilling constantly.
It really makes you think about the logistics of what the hell they did. There must have been a fuel truck, or else how the fuck did they get these? I mean, I know they dropped them out of planes, with giant parachutes, but so that's how they got most of where they were going. But yeah, once they were on the road to liberate France from the Germans,
they should have taken a sock, put a C4 in it, and then covered the sock in tar
and goo,
stuck it to the track of the tank.
And then Tom Hanks should have been all sleepy and dying when he uses his pistol to shoot at it. And then it explodes and makes you think, wow, what a good shot. He blew up a tank. Yeah. Saving Private Ryan.
It's been a while since I've seen that. Watch it again. It's a good one. That was saw it in the theater movie, like when it first came out. That opening scene. You literally like, I haven't breathed in 15 minutes. Especially the first time you see it, you're just like, holy
ping,
shit.
Pow, ping, pew,
God, all the things you never think of, like the PT boats, I think they were, where the guys they put down the hatch and they just have to cut, and the Germans are just sitting there.
Yeah.
And just the first 6 rows just die immediately. You did all that training and oh my God, everything to just be shot right away.
Shot before you get there, really. You're still in the water on the beach. Didn't get anywhere. No. Would you rather just get mowed down and cut in half by machine gun fire, or blown in half by a mortar shell, and then have enough time to go, oh,
there's my arm.
Darn it.
My arm. Right, remember, wasn't that one scene where the guy's like, my arm, he's trying to grab it.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here. War stinks.
I never thought of it that way, but maybe.
War is a tough time. I wouldn't want to do it. That's for sure. Not this guy.
But then there was still like rules of war where like, don't hit the medic.
I don't know. I feel like that got ignored by a lot. Like a lot of people.
But even that opening scene of Normandy, it's like the medic's just running up to people, giving them morphine, and no one's shooting at them. Yeah.
War is bad, makes me sad. But Jeff Hillman says, Your Honor, my client was jumped by a traffic light. There was nothing he can do. He didn't run out of gas. He got stuck on the highway median. But that's not what internet said. Internet said he ran out of gas.
How does a tank get stuck on a highway median? That seems.
How does it? Maybe, like you said, they had sticky socks full of little bombs on the highway median. That's one of those movies, though, Saving Private Ryan, where if you watch it, if you've watched it anytime recently, you go, oh yeah, Vin Diesel's in this movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And he's like pretty good in it.
Yeah.
He's not saying family and racing cars in a very wacky world. Vin Diesel's, he's a strange guy.
He is. Yeah. Ooh, that's sniper guy was a cool guy. I'm trying to think of who else the fuck was in that movie.
Matt Damon.
He was Private Ryan. Yeah. Tom Hanks. Oh, Tom Sizemore. He was really good.
Yeah. What happened to him? Didn't he get in trouble for like raping someone or something?
I don't know if that much, but
I think
he was just crazy.
He got in like rape trouble, I want to say.
Okay. I can't
put his penis somewhere he shouldn't have.
I can't deny it. But yeah,
I can supply it. I'm just gonna make that allegation now. Tom Sizemore raped a bunch of people. That's why he's not in movies anymore.
Allegedly.
Vin Diesel, I went on his Instagram years ago because I realized he has a very weird Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And Michelle Rodriguez?
Yeah.
She's in a bunch of the Fast and Furious movies as his girlfriend.
Okay.
And he would post like on her birthday and like post selfies with her. She, I think, is a lesbian. If not, she's definitely not dating Vin Diesel, does not seem interested, seems weirded out by him. But he would post with her and be like, oh, this is my, my girl, Michelle.
But they weren't dating?
No. And it was just.
But was it like in the Fast and the Furious kind of way,
No.
where it's just because this is his girl in the movie?
I guess maybe it was fans of the Fast and the Furious like thinking that they're dating in real life, but she didn't seem to want any part of it. And he would just on Instagram like post pictures of her and like, oh, here's my girl Michelle. A happy Halloween, Michelle. And it was a picture of her in a Halloween costume. And just like, dude, what are you doing? And just like random pictures that he had where it was like the two of them at a red carpet or something where they're standing next to each other and he's like, oh, happy birthday, this is my girl. Or not even just for her birthday, at random times he would post pictures of her.
Was it post like Dave Smith post about his wife when it's their anniversary or her birthday or whatever? Like, this wonderful woman enriched my life so much, and she's amazing.
Kind of like he would write a bunch of shit about her and how awesome she. Yeah. And I mean, it'd be hard to find out because I remember seeing this years ago.
Yeah.
But I just remember I was scrolling through his Instagram because he posted a lot of weird shit. And one of the things that really struck me is like, wow, he posts a lot of pictures of Michelle Rodriguez. They're not dating in real life. It's just that's her role in the movie. And now I'm entirely certain that every movie after the first one where she comes back as his girlfriend, he's like, no, she has to be. It has to be. She like at one point in the series, she comes back from the fucking dead to be his girlfriend.
No
again.
way.
Yes. She dies in one and then comes back in another.
How?
I don't fucking know. I don't know. The movies are really stupid. She comes back as like a brainwashed agent for some government faction.
Oh my God.
And he has to unbrainwash her.
Oh God.
With his cum. But like Vin Diesel's married and has kids. It was just very weird that he had all these posts on Instagram about Michelle Rodriguez like it was his girl.
I know he also has a tattoo. I don't know. Maybe it's just the name or
family
of a picture of his D&D character.
Oh yeah.
He has a tattoo of it.
I think he's got some autism because
issues. Yeah.
I mean, good for him because he paid for an entire movie, some D&D movie, I think, or some nerd shit to be made like out of his own money. He paid like all these people because he wanted to make the movie. But also,
how'd that movie do?
Not good.
Yeah.
Didn't do well. And the Fast and the Furious series, if you've watched it, is really strange. And he hired The Rock to be in the Fast and the Furious series. And
he hired The Rock?
Well, I don't know actually if he hired him.
Or he
persuaded
him to be in it.
I don't know how The Rock got involved. I just know that once he was involved, he was like bigger Vin Diesel, and he didn't like that. And they got into fights all the time on set and about the direction of the movie. He was telling The Rock what to do, and The Rock was like, I don't want to do that. And he was like, well, you have to. I'm the boss. And that's why there's a movie, the Hobbs and Shaw series, that is The Rock and Jason Statham without Vin Diesel involved at all. Because he was very popular in the movies, but they didn't get along.
Isn't he really short?
He's shorter than you would think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if he's really short. What is Vin Diesel's height?
I want to say like Aaron Berg height.
No.
No?
He is not 5'2".
Oh.
Vin Diesel height. He's actual height is reported as 5'11". He's often seen wearing lifts to appear taller, especially in scenes where he needs to match the height of a taller actor like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. His height has been the subject of discussion among fans and on social media platforms. So they threw that in there obviously because he is a little self-conscious about the height when he's standing next to The Rock. That's the thing. The Rock is just an action figure version of Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
Vin Diesel's not a small guy. He's fairly in shape. He got a little fat over the years.
Yeah.
Who hasn't?
Yeah.
I've gotten pretty goddamn fat. But I think he got a little self-conscious and a little insecure of being around The Rock.
God, it was a passing thing I saw on Twitter like a few days ago, but it was like, he's more like Vin unleaded. And it was him with other people, and he was like the shortest person there. That's why I just assumed he was really short, but maybe it was he was around like 6 of the rocks.
I mean, just look at them next to each other.
Oh my God.
He looks at it, he's like, this is a reflection of me, but everything's better.
Yeah. A little thinner nose, brighter eyes. Smile.
He's taller, more jacked. It would piss me off if I looked like someone who's just the bigger, better version of me, and this fucker's in my movie taking the whole thing over.
And what do you think they're just trying to replace you? Like, what do you need 2 big, strong, bald guys in your movie for?
Well, yeah, why do we need 2 Vin Diesels?
Yeah.
We have Vin, Turbo Diesel. Then we have this old rickety one. We don't need that shit anymore. Yeah, he wasn't happy. I didn't realize there's a whole timeline of the feud. I can't read all this. The post that started it all.
I don't get The Rock at all.
Hold on, wait.
Are you a Rock fan?
No, I'm not. I think he's a crazy person. The post that started it all is from The Rock. The Rock, I guess on Twitter, wrote, "Some male co-stars conduct themselves as stand-up men and true professionals, while others don't." By Instagram. The ones that don't are too chicken shit to do anything about it anyway. Candy asses. When you watch the movie this next April and it seems like I'm not acting in some of these scenes and my blood is legit boiling, you're right. That was the thing. He had fight scenes with Vin Diesel in the movie. I think that's probably what they argued about.
You can't beat me up. It's in the script, Vince. I'm just following the script.
I am the script. I'm rewriting it. I win. You don't even hit me. And then Diesel posted a video about how happy he was to be home with his family, after making 2 movies back to back, and included a seemingly nod to his drama with Johnson, saying, "Honestly, give me a second, I'll tell you everything." Everything.
And he never did.
Did he never did?
What broke him? Do you have any idea?
Saving Private Ryan.
Really?
I think that was his first big movie.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah,
and he was good in that.
Was his first
action.
He was the star of the movie that really broke him. But I guess it was Saving Private Ryan. I don't think he was in much before that. I think he did gay porn like Rocky.
What? Stallone did gay porn?
It wasn't gay porn, but it was porn that was really gay.
Okay. How does that work? I'm not saying I don't believe you. I'm not trying to figure out what's porn, but not gay porn, but it's really gay.
I kind of don't remember. It's called The Party at Kitty and Studs. It's a softcore pornographic romance film directed and written by Morton Lewis.
Softcore porn. Those are you're right. Those are gay.
Yeah. And he just, but I think you see his Italian hog.
Yeah, probably.
The Party at Kitty and Studs was edited and re-released as Italian Stallion to capitalize once he got famous.
Oh, yeah, they knew what they had.
They re-edited it. I guess they made it a little less smutty. And they were like, look, it's Rocky.
Kind of like how Playboy got started. They knew a guy that had pictures of Norma Jean, who was then Marilyn Monroe, and he had nudes of her that she was like, he had the rights to, so Hefner just bought the rights to those pictures, and then that was the first issue of Playboy. That's how it started. Kind of the same thing where you're like, oh wait, there's some nude picture of a famous person. Let's cash in on it. But yeah, you can't really do that much with Stallone.
Yeah, I don't think this went
more
further
of just a gag
than The Party at Kitty and Studs. I think that's actually where it began and ended. I don't think they had a series of sequels that lasted 10 movies like The Fast and the Furious. I think that was just the beginning and end. Speaking of Stallone, though, have you ever seen Tulsa King?
No, I haven't.
Came out a couple years ago, or maybe like 4 years ago now at this point.
Like on regular TV, right? I think it
Paramount.
Yeah. But what was it in CBS? That's Paramount, I think. I thought it was just on like normal TV also. Maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe. I know it definitely came out originally on Paramount Channel and on Paramount Plus. I watched the first couple episodes. My God.
Bad?
I wouldn't call it good, but you start watching it and you can't stop, even though it's really shitty.
Yeah.
The mobsters are all retarded and bad. They don't.
What's the premise? I don't even know the premise.
The premise is I'm the Tulsa King. He Sylvester Stallone goes to jail for 25 years. He gets out, and the mafia family he belonged to is like everything's different now. We can't just it's like everything's different. So now we're gonna send you to Tulsa, and you're gonna be over there as the mob boss. It kind of doesn't make any sense.
So like kind of in a shitty town. Or like a small, not shitty, but small town.
They're like, it's a gold mine. Just go in there and you plant a flag.
Oh.
You represent the family there. And he's like, I eat 25 years. And this is how I get treated. And he punches a guy in the face. And the guy's like, I'm a made man. You can't do that to me. Yeah, it's very highbrow.
What happened to the mob?
I watched Tulsa King. Apparently that's what happened. They're all a bunch of fat old wops who just don't do anything anymore.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, right. Some mob boss got hit on Staten Island maybe 5-8 years ago. Or
By
something
some
like
4chan guy.
Yeah.
Who was just trying to date his daughter or something.
But like, there's not like the Gambino crime family or like the family names or anything. Yeah, maybe they're just good at hiding it. Yeah.
Any mobsters want to launder money through a podcast, hit me up. No, yeah, I think that's all toast. But who knows? The thing is, like, with how surveillance works and how all these guys got bagged up and recode back in the 90s and 2000s.
Yeah, Giuliani.
It's really, it's hard to do a mob.
Guess. I don't know.
In America, anyway. Maybe they're overseas now.
Oh, definitely. The Yakuza.
Yeah, well, just, wops in like fucking Brazil or something. Running guns. But yeah, my favorite part of Tulsa King, I don't know if I talked about this before, was when he gets out of prison and goes to Tulsa, and the first cab driver he meets is some black guy. And he's like, you're my best friend now. Here's 20 grand.
Okay.
He has the cab driver just drive him to a weed store. He basically robs the place and tells the guy, you're going to keep paying me money, which that whole thing makes no sense. I don't want to get into it because it just made no sense. But then he pays the guy and is like, you're going to be my driver. Now take this 20 grand and go buy a Lincoln Navigator. It's a good product placement. And
for 20 grand, it's kind of bad product placement.
I guess maybe it was used. Maybe it was more money than that. I don't remember. All I know is he just gives this black guy he just met all of this money and is like, go buy me a car. Guy comes back with no car and he's like, yeah, the guy wouldn't sell it to me. He said, I bet you got all that money from selling crack. And so fucking tolerant Fonzie Sylvester Stallone's like, hey, I'm gonna take care of this. He goes to the car dealership and he's like, you got a problem with my friend? He's black. I think that's cool.
Oh God!
You gonna sell me the car?
God.
The guy's like, oh yeah, sure, I'll sell you the car.
I can see why you can't stop watching this.
Can't stop watching it.
It sounds douchey and douchey as it keeps going.
It doesn't stop being douchey. And then he goes, well, you were worried about him when you should have been worried about me. After the guy agrees to sell him the car, he's like, you should have been worried about me. And he just punches him in the face. He's like, don't be mean to black people. It's not cool. Black Lives Matter, yo.
Oh God, this sounds like a on TV show. Just
the fucking mobster who just spent 25 years in the joint comes out and is like, yeah, black guys are awesome.
yeah.
I'm in the mafia, but I'm gonna have no crew. At least for the first couple of episodes, doesn't have a crew in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, there wasn't like a little group there already.
He's there to plant his flag by himself. So he just hires this black guy to be his best friend.
And what kind of mob things does he do? Does he start buying sanitation trucks? Does he
all I saw so far
get
is
protection money from businesses?
Keeps just going back to this weed store and telling the guy, like, I'm gonna fucking kill you if you don't open the safe. The guy's like, all right, but this is like a legal thing. That we're allowed to sell weed.
But weed stores, at least for a while, were only allowed to go use cash.
Right.
So they would have tons of cash on hand.
And he was like, I bet if the IRS counted all that money, you have a problem with it. So just give it to me and I'll protect you. And it protects me from who? From me.
Tulsa, Oklahoma, right?
Yeah.
Wow, I can't believe weed's legal in Oklahoma.
He starts wearing cowboy boots. He makes friends with the bartender who, for some reason, like he walks in.
How many episodes did you watch?
2.
Oh, that's
this
it.
all happens they're an hour long.
Oh,
The bartender's like immediately just really friendly with him and telling him like it's just I can't wait to watch it again. It's so fucking stupid. I love Sylvester Stallone.
oh yeah.
All of his movies since Rocky. I mean, maybe Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. That's a great one, but they're all really shitty.
Copland.
I like that movie.
Yeah, that was another one I saw in the theater and didn't really like, but then
It's kind of fucking dumb.
yeah,
The Michael Rappaport is like the main antagonist or whatever. He's a piece of shit. I can't stand him. But I like that movie because it has, I don't know, like 15 people from the cast of The Sopranos in it.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So every 2 seconds you're like, oh look, Edie Falco. Oh look, that guy. Fuck, what was his name? It's a lot of those guys, but some people are like, oh shit.
What name? Cliffhanger. That was good for what it is.
I haven't seen that one in 20 years.
But it's just a thriller kind of action thriller kind of, and the great opening scene
Where he's cliffhanging.
Cliffhanging, yeah.
What's the movie where I can't remember the fucking name of it. He's arm wrestling.
Oh,
Down
Over the
or
Top.
something? Over the Top.
Yeah.
I like that movie.
Just the kid was annoying though. The stupid kid that was just tagging along the whole time.
Wasn't it his kid?
Yeah.
I was gonna say a very Hollywood movie, just a random child following a grown man around. But
yeah, but Rambo, the Predator, that was him, right? Or was that Arnold?
No, that was Arnold.
Oh, damn it! Oh, Arnold and Jesse. That's right.
Yeah. And Donald Glover, Danny Glover. No, not Danny Glover. The other guy, Carl Weathers.
Oh yeah.
But anywho, Andy Slater Drums says since Killdozer was in 2004, he could have been blasting "Float On" through his iPod and not heard the cops telling him to stop.
Boop, 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 boop.
And we'll all float on again.
All right.
Oh, float on. All right. Weld yourself in a bulldozer and die.
Thank you, Andy.
More than likely, that just reminds me of Nathan Fielder. The fucking
I was gonna bring him up next.
the
rehearsal.
The Evanescence episode.
Oh yeah, that was the final episode. Right?
No, that was like the fourth one, I think. It's when he's talking about Sully and how he crashed the plane into the
Hudson.
Because so Nathan Fielder does a show called The Rehearsal.
Yeah.
It's about this entire season is about aviation safety and how miscommunication in the cockpit is what causes a lot of these crashes. And he analyzed the tape of Sully when he crash landed into the Hudson River and saved all those people after they hit a bunch of ducks or seagulls, I think it was, that fucked up the engine. And we'll get to him soon. We'll call you back.
Yeah.
So
you're listening, Matt. We'll call you back.
Nathan, he's one of the greatest entertainers in history. Everyone's starting to realize it because now I see him everywhere. He's finally hit he's the best.
Yeah.
If you've ever seen Nathan For You, you might have already known this. He's very, very fucking funny at going out and pranking people and
deadpanning pranking too, where it's brilliant. Yeah.
He just acts like an autistic guy too. And he always finds the perfect people to do it to.
But does he act like an autistic guy or he is an autistic guy?
He acts like he lives his act. He's very good at what he does.
Does he do stand-up?
I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe
he's a comedian but doesn't do stand-up.
He probably has done stand-up. I think he's one of those guys who's just done everything. Because he's been in movies, does TV, he does everything. But anyway, I wonder, Andy Slater, if you saw the episode, because there's so he does all the research on Sully and the cockpit communication, what happened that day, and he realizes that there's like a 23-second lull where Sully's co-pilot is saying like, what should we do? What do we do? And then for 23 seconds, there's just silence. And then after that, Sully gets back on the recording and he starts talking again. And he then right then and there lands the plane and saves everyone.
Yeah.
And Nathan realized he did all this research about into Sully's book where he writes about having an iPod and loving that Evanescence song, Wake Me Up. And he realized that 23 seconds is the exact amount of time of the chorus of Evanescence's Wake Me Up. So he thinks he put his headphones in because he was about to die. And he was like, I need to do so. And he just plays the song, Wake me up, I can't wake up, save me. It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. Is all the research, the fucking OCD amount of research he did,
insane,
all to just build up this case for 30 minutes to this one point where he's like, 23 seconds is the exact amount of time of the chorus of Evanescence's Wake Me Up. And then they play the reenactment of Sully crashing the plane with the song playing. It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my fucking life. It's so good. Watch the rehearsal if you haven't seen it yet.
It's season 1 to season 2 is such a reversal.
It is.
Like season 1 is like people that have stupid problems and he has stupid solutions to fix them, like pointless problems, and he spends all this money to fix these problems. And then season 2 is like, about air disasters. He's like trying to lobby Congress to change how they like go about training pilots and all this. Yeah, it was really strange.
But he also uses a lot of HBO's money because he was like, this has to be a comedy series and I have a big budget. So he does insane shit. Like when he the episode where he has the giant puppets that people walk around to, because he's like reliving Sully's life story. It's the same episode. So there's this guy on stilts picking him up like he's a baby and he's breastfeeding off a giant woman and it's just spurting his mouth. And he's just like, oh, fuck. Like he uses the budget they give him to do absolute retarded shit. It's so funny. But what was your Nathan news?
Yeah, just to tell people about that, but also I think it's like my first email. Yeah. He was on like CNN.
Yes.
You saw that. That's just a funny headline about him.
I don't even know if we want to spoiler alert. If you haven't seen the rehearsal, turn this off because we're spoiling everything. But yeah, this is the headline after the season finale. Nathan Fielder pilots full Boeing 737 plane after exploiting licensing loophole and dodging autism diagnosis. Which is another hilarious plot point in the middle of the show, is that he kind of finds out he has autism.
But he doesn't though. Like he gets the message, right? And
yes.
He just doesn't check in with the doctor.
Right.
Yeah.
But we all know.
We all know.
But he never officially answers he gets his test results, so we don't know.
And he technically didn't know, so he could click on the checklist that you have to fill out before flying. Like, do you have any history of anxiety or depression? And he didn't know if
or autism spectrum disorders.
No.
And he's just like, I don't have a history of it. No, it's a loophole that all pilots are aware of and exploit. But it's like, how's it exploiting? Because according to the show, if you report anything out of the ordinary, like you're feeling a little glum, or if you're not feeling great, they'll like fuck you and take away your pilot's license, and you're like done. You're not a pilot anymore.
Yeah, he was finding like posts on Reddit about people that had friends that were co-pilots or maybe pilots, and it's like, I got tested for autism, and everyone's like, don't get tested for anything. If they find anything, they'll fuck you.
Yeah.
But he like for 2 years learned how to be a pilot in secret, kind of, and then
I don't know how the fuck he pulled that off. I still don't understand how he did that. While making a TV show with fucking Emma Stone, and the first season of the rehearsal, and whatever other shit he had going on, he also learned how to pilot a 737. Took 2 years, which is also crazy.
And most people do it in like 60 hours or something. It took him 140.
The little planes.
Yeah, but even that, he took 3 times longer than anybody else takes to learn how to do it.
Instructors thought that he was like a hopeless cause, and they kept pawning him off onto the other guys. One of the greatest seasons of television I've ever seen.
Yeah. You ever try to explain it to people that
I just did
that don't know? It seems so dumb when you talk. No, he wanted to ask a question to his trivia group, so he recreated a bar and had the bar that he ran through a rehearsal. And
it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense at all.
You sound insane when you try to explain what this guy's show is about.
When I was up in Maine for the wedding, we went out the night before, and Jamie's aunt asked us, "Oh, what have you guys been streaming?" And I talked about that, and then I'm halfway through what it's about, and I'm like, why am I even talking? This is so dumb, so pointless.
Watch the whole series and you might end up getting it.
You'll definitely get it. It's not weird, convoluted.
No, it's just odd.
It's just odd, yeah, and it's hard to explain to other people.
I had seen Nathan For You before I watched the rehearsal, so I knew
what his personality
his comedy.
Was. Yeah.
How he did things. And even still, I was just like, what is this?
Yeah, that show was like a business needs help, and he comes in
with the worst
idea ever
in the world,
and then kind of forces them to do it or try it, and then they usually just kick him out.
It's so fucking funny. I actually just watched an episode where he tried to help a hot dog stand by he was like, the problem with hot dog stands is that they're known as unsanitary and dirty, so this is going to be sanitary hot dog stand where it's no touch. And he was like, I'm the part of the no touch team. And he would go up to customers and just take their wallet out of their pocket. He was like, because money's really dirty. And so you won't have to touch your money. I'll touch the money for you. That way you just touch the hot dog. And everyone he went up to was obviously like, what the fuck are you doing? You taking get the fuck off of me. And he would get snippy back with them like, no, it's the no touch system. So it's a sanitary hot dog experience. And he had some onion dispenser that was, so you don't have to touch the onions. Nobody touches them, but it didn't work. So people would put their hot dog under this thing that just tipped over and dumped onions out all over the place. It didn't work at all. It was knocking people's hot dogs onto the floor. And he would just go to them like, well, you're not supposed to drop it on the floor. That's not sanitary. He's one of the funniest people in the world. The show is really good.
The only thing is it's hard not to question, are these people acting? Is it, is it set? But it doesn't seem like it is.
It's one of those things where if they're acting, even that is weird. That they're able to pull it off so well. It's bizarre. But anyway, you had a video. I don't think we could watch the whole 17-minute one, but the short one.
The 17-minute one is just the full version of the short one.
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw this too. I was very excited to see, because he's on everything now.
Yeah.
He took Conan O'Brien on a flight.
He did?
Flew him
I
in a
didn't see
plane,
that.
in one of the little planes.
Okay.
I think it's Conan's new show, Fly Conan Abroad or whatever. And Nathan flew him somewhere. But this is Nathan in the blue hat. To his right, our left, is the that wasn't the FAA. It was some other.
But FAA similar or adjacent.
He was he retired head of an aviation government unit. And he's just hanging out with Nathan and doing all this fucking crazy shit with him. And he's the most normal.
He is.
He clearly doesn't really know what the fuck's going on all the time because the show makes no sense.
But he thinks Nathan has a good idea, which he kind of does.
It's pretty funny. But yeah, he was on Wolf Blitzer's show, and he spoke to the co-host in a way that was pretty funny.
Because you're between you two, who would be the boss or the more you're Wolf Blitzer, right? So you're your name is first on the thing. So I'm sure, Pamela, at times you might not want to say, oh, Wolf wants to do something, you don't think it's a good idea. You might not want to express that always.
She's very we actually have a pretty. I understand your
but
point.
You have to say that now.
No.
I know, but you don't want to say to Wolf, you can't, as a journalist, you don't want to say, oh, I don't want to.
She says that.
She says it to you.
Yeah.
So maybe you're afraid to
Here's
say
the great
something.
thing about Wolf is
I'm
he
very
doesn't have
blunt
an
with her,
ego.
too.
Okay.
He has no ego, but I take your point that like
I mean, Wolf's in movies and stuff.
he's a big deal.
He's Mission Impossible.
There is no question.
So that's intimidating. That can be intimidating.
that can be intimidating.
That's sort of the thing we're trying to explore a
So
little
what's
bit.
been the reaction?
Because you're between you two.
Basically, he just decides to shit on that woman.
Yeah.
And be like, Wolf's the important one here, and you're just the other one.
I like how they said, Wolf's blunt too. And in his reenactment with the pilots, his idea was the pilot and the co-pilot before a flight should role play.
Yeah.
And one should be co-pilot Blunt and the other is Captain All Ears. And co-pilot Blunt, just says whatever he wants to, and Captain All Ears is open and listening to everything.
Yeah. It's so stupid, but it's so perfect. Because then he has these people talking to each other as, co-pilot Blunt and Captain All Ears, and they start opening up and saying more, and it's like, oh my God, how did that work?
Can we play just the beginning of the long clip? Because it's funny how they introduce what the show is about.
Between pilots in the cockpit. Is poor communication between pilots in the cockpit a contributing factor in plane crashes? Well, that is what the latest season of the popular HBO show The Rehearsal set out to investigate, using a replica
Sully's
of
mom.
an airport terminal, giant puppets, and even cloned dogs.
I've been studying commercial aviation disasters as a hobby.
He
started to notice
has
a
this
disturbing
very
pattern
serious
causing-
topic that he discusses with puppets and clone dogs. She says it seriously. I guess it's true.
Well, everybody has to be serious about it because it's one of the most popular shows, I think, on HBO right now.
Is it really?
I don't
Okay.
know. I feel like everybody I know has seen it.
Yeah.
I know you and some other guy.
Mhm.
You've both seen it.
I saw it. Got my friend to watch it. Yeah. But I don't think I persuaded Jamie's aunt to watch it,
She's
though.
probably not gonna.
No.
Especially if she sees that like trailer with the giant puppet mom and the clone dogs. She's like, Garrett's weird. I don't know what he's into, but I'm not into it.
But no, in season 1, this woman wants to have a child. So every 3 weeks they have a baby, and then in 3 weeks it becomes 3 years old, and then in 3 more weeks it becomes a 6-year-old, and she learns how to live with it. It's like, what's happening?
Is Garrett okay? Jack Brennan 666. Pop quiz hot shots. What does Anthony Cumia call a black airline pilot? I don't know. What does he call it? Oh, I know. I can't believe I didn't know for a second. An aviation expert. Yo.
Yeah, that's what he calls them.
That's what he calls it. It's definitely not the N-word.
Thank you, Jack.
Good one, Jack. I appreciate that. That's the perfect way to cap off our pilot talk.
Mhm.
And Matthew Mowry sent in a super sticker just to remind us, like, hey, guys.
Hey, thank you, Matt.
I'm here. Don't worry, Matt. We'll call you back. We have some boof boys, though. It's BBW Wednesday. Excuse me, BBW.
Yeah.
It's Booth Boy Wednesday, so they must be heard. But first, it's mail call time.
Oh, shit.
Mail call. If you would like to send us mail, snacks, dildos, whatever.
Nothing stinky.
Nothing stinky. That is forbidden. I will be kicked out of the home. Not a joke. Send it to Garrett and Steve at 1885 Highland Boulevard, number 1200, Staten Island, New York, 10305. And we'll open the mail on the air. And thank you. Oh boy, what is that? Is that the dildos I asked for?
No note.
What the hell is that? Edie's very excited about whatever that is. Hold on, let's put a mail cam.
Oh, okay.
Get a mail cam set up. MALE for my boys.
Why is Edie so? That's just the sound.
Oh, she thinks it's treats. Mail cam. What? Oh, it's poop.
It's poop.
It's just poop. All right.
It is very dildo-like. It's kind of like a sand-filled.
Sand-filled poop dildo. Is there a note in there?
No note.
No note.
Double check. What's going to be?
Oh, it's veiny.
Yeah.
That looks fun.
And you can like shape it to look like realer poop.
Even realer poop. Well, all right.
Thank you, whoever sent it to
I want to
us.
play with my poo. There's 3 poos.
We got to give one to Keanu, but a bigger one.
Oh, Keanu needs a big old poo. There was 3 or 2.
3.
Yeah, we got to bring one for Keanu.
Okay.
That's Keanu's big old poo. Oh, you can stretch it. It's like a Stretch Armstrong.
Yeah.
Poo Armstrong. Yeah. Yeah, ooh. I have to imagine it smelled like shit. Imagine this was made of shit. Hey, it's a shit made of shit. Oh, yeah.
No, it smells like markers, right?
Yeah. This is what mine looks like in the morning. Talking about my poo.
Oh, no.
How about my limp? Would you rip it?
No, can you get it back to normal?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, you can squish it. Oh, I tore it.
Oh, no.
No, wait, no, I didn't. No, I
Okay,
didn't. That's
good.
just the bottom has like this weird marking on it. Yeah, you can just kind of squish it back in.
Yeah.
There we go.
Nice.
You leave that face down. It's not brown enough. You could probably trick someone to think this is real turd, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. We'll keep this wrapped for Keanu. Oh, she won't be there tomorrow.
That's all right. We could leave it on her pillow.
Yeah.
She'll come home to a big turd. Well, all right. Thank you for our male poo.
It's fun to play with, though. It's like a
It's definitely
stress ball.
more fun to play with poo than I had imagined.
Uh-huh.
You can hang that out of your pants. And just be like, what? There's something wrong with it. So what? No one's asking you to touch it. Thank you for the poo. Let's open up our next package here, which says open carefully. All right, I will open carefully. From the Penzabines. Ooh, looky here.
What we got?
Bacon strips. Her head popped right up. Hold on, I gotta put mail cam back to Edie cam. How do you know what a fucking bag of bacon strips sounds?
She heard you say the name.
I guess that's gotta be, but I don't know, we don't buy bacon strips often enough for her to even know. Oh, Edie girl. Here we go. Let me get Edie cam. There she is. Gonna want to back up because I have a feeling she's gonna get very excited. All right, Edie girl. Here, Garrett. Do the honors. What else do we have in here? Ooh.
She's up and at him.
Ooh, and there's a note. Oh, hold on.
Woo!
There we go. At a full attention. At a girl, eat that treat. Ooh, I can smell those from here. What kind of
Yeah.
bacon strips are those? Bacon?
Made with real bacon. No artificial flavors or FD&C colors. Bratwurst and bacon flavor. Sounds delicious. I'll be the judge of that.
Oh, that's right. Garrett's gonna eat the dog treat.
Pretty tasty. But just like every dog treat, like it just sucks all the moisture out of your mouth. I guess dogs like that.
Yeah, dogs hate mouth moisture. They love a nice dry, sandy mouth.
All right, one more, Edie.
One more for the dog. She just went. At a girl. All right, let me get through. There's so many snacks in here. But there's a note I want to get to, and I'm like ripping it off of a book. Oh, look at this. Oh. So first of all, every part of this is very special. There's a Outsiders sticker holding this note to the book. The Outsiders, the movie, and it says "Stay Gold," as in "Stay Gold, Pony Boy." The note is on a book that is called Rebetzin Zitpora Hella. Oh no, those are names. Battle Plans: How to Fight the Yetzer Hara. Thank you, Edie, for eating treats. According to Maharal Ramchal, Hasidic, and Musar masters. Wow, what does the note say?
Wow.
Oh, the sticker is all. I want to rip the note.
All
out.
sticky.
Oh, I kind of ripped it anyway. Oh shit. There we go. Dear Garrett and Steve, found this in a a used bookstore. How did I read weed? It's cursive. In a used bookstore. Not sure if someone beat the Yetzer or just gave up. Either way, enjoy. I hate the phone. I guess we have to play that video again.
Oh no, damn.
We have to play it again so people understand the reference. People might be listening and go, what the
Yeah,
hell are
what
they
the-
talking?
they're
What's a
talking about
Yetzer
Yetzer
Hara
Hara
trap? A Yetzer. Hold on, let me go. He be kexing. I think it's a second video. We haven't played this in like a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So we are due for a Flynn Goldstein appearance. But this is what the Yetzer Hara refers to.
I hate the phone. I really hate. I think it's a wonderful marvel of human ingenuity,
Ingenuity?
but it's a Yetzer Hara trap. I really believe that. So I've set limits on my phone. I try to turn things off. I block certain websites. Thank God.
Thank you.
And so I'm hoping to curb the Yetzer Hara. That's my hope. But I'm sometimes the Yetzer Hara wins. Sometimes I lose time for Gemara because I'm doing who knows what.
Yeah.
But I'm trying my best. I hate the phone.
I hate the phone. That's Flynn Goldstein, prodigy, 16-year-old Jewish boy. One of the most Jewish people on the planet. He's very, very,
By
which
far.
we might get to that. I saw you sent in a Dave Portnoy thing.
Oh God. Did you see that one?
I did see it. We might get to that in a moment. We'll see.
Yeah.
But Battle Plans: How to Fight the Yetzer Hara. I want to just open up Battle Plan number 18. Just a
Okay.
random
All
page.
right. Perfect.
Mobilize the Yetzer Hatav. When battling the Yetzer Hara, summon the presence of your Yetzer Hatav. Let's say I pick up the phone to call my friend to pour out all my grievances against the dryer company with the stream of Lashon Hara. Sometime between dialing the phone and my friend answering, it occurs to me that I would be giving in to the Yetzer Hara if I let loose with the Lashon Hara I had intended to say. Suddenly I hear, hello, I want to battle the Yetzer Hara, but how? Mobilize the Yetzer Hatav. Instead of just not doing something negative, do something positive.
Oh.
When my friend answers the phone, instead of pouring out my dryer woes, I say, what are we doing about the Shidduch crisis? I take out my list of singles and I ask her to take out hers. And I invest a half hour in trying to make a match that has some possibility of success. I also am lost.
He has like a book of people that he knows that are single, and he meets up and he trades the cards with other people that have single friends.
Yes. Just as the Yetzer Hara is forceful, so it must be counterbalanced by the Yetzer Hatav, putting in equal force and enthusiasm. Don't just avoid evil. Do good.
Oh, okay.
That's good
It's
advice.
a positive message.
If you're about to, let's say, weld concrete blocks to your bulldozer and fucking mow down half the town that fucked you in the ass time and time again for 2 decades.
Instead, just play Tinder with your friend.
Instead, weld the concrete blocks to something positive and build a town.
Yeah.
Just do something positive instead.
Protect or like strengthen that weak building that's in your neighborhood. Make it stronger. With
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's mobilizing the Yetzer Hatav. I just inspired by the right section 2. Battle plan number 4. Let's go back.
Okay.
Explode the Yetzer Hara. This battle plan requires exploding the illusions fostered by the Yetzer Hara by cutting through rationalizations and calling sins what they are. The way to explode such illusions is by learning Torah. For example, studying the halachas of not moving the border marker and of not stealing wood quickly eradicate the Yetzer Hara that prompts you to steal. The more halacha you learn, the more you will be able to slice through the Yetzer's seductions with the sharp sword of true clarity.
How come any of the landlords I've had never seem to follow the Yetzer Hatav? You know, they always seem to try to be like they're caught in the Yetzer Hara trap and trying to screw you over every chance you get.
Because you're not Jewish. Fuck you. They don't need to do this.
Oh,
this is for them.
This is
They
for
don't have
them.
to do this for you.
Yeah,
You're a fucking
okay.
piece of shit. Thus, when you yell at your children, instead of calling it discipline, call it what it really is. The sin of honest devarim, hurting other people with words.
Wow.
When you complain about a neighbor, instead of calling it constructive, call it what it is. The sin of Lashon Hara. And when you criticize someone harshly, making him or her hate you and everything you stand for, instead of calling it the mitzvah of Rebuk, call it what it really is. The transgression that follows the mitzvah of rebuke. Do not bear a sin because of him.
Makes no sense.
Makes perfect sense. Call out your sins for what they are.
It's not the mitzvah of Rebuk, but it's
I lost the page.
because it didn't make any. But you know, it makes sense to you.
It's not the mitzvah of rebuke. It is the transgression that follows the mitzvah of rebuke. Hey, this makes perfect sense.
All right.
Ooh. Battle plan. Ooh, it's a quick rescue guide.
Oh shit.
Here we go. Are you depressed? Go to page 22. Oh, it's like a choose your own adventure.
Oh, wow.
Are you frustrated, angry, tempted by desire, blinded to Hashem's goodness? Are you guilt-ridden, jealous? Garrett, are you greedy?
Read the whole book.
Greedy is covered in page 22 and page 163. I feel like we should maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I read enough of battle plans, but I intend to keep reading battle plans and coming up with my own for curbing the Yetzer Hara.
Wow. Rebetson Tippera Heller and Sarah Yocheved Rigler.
Of course. Who else would have written such a wonderful book? Well, let's curb the Yetzer Hara no further because we have Yetzer Hara snacks. We have some pickle cotton candy.
Ooh.
Some buttered popcorn cotton candy.
Oh, wow.
By Chocolate Storybook. Fairy Tale Cotton Candy.
That sounds awesome.
Urge. Gas station roller dog hot dog flavored potato ripple chips. Now that looks like a snack. I'm going to go with savory first, then sweet.
It's supposed to taste like gas station hot dogs? Like,
Yes.
do they taste different than other hot dogs?
Yeah, they're shittier.
Yeah.
It just smells like chips.
Limited
With
time
some-
flavor.
Like a
What brand is it? Ergo?
Urge.
Urge?
Let's see. It smells like a tangy chip.
It kind of smells like all the other chips that we got from Thailand.
Yep. It tastes good.
Kind of cheesy. I'm not getting any hot dog.
I don't know how this is a hot dog. It's a good chip, though.
Mm-hmm.
It just tastes like salty chips. Maybe with like a slight mustard flavor. Maybe that's what they're going for.
This fan favorite gas station delicacy has rolled its way into becoming a savory, snackable chip inspired by gas station hot dogs that roll aimlessly on the grill until they eventually find your stomach. We took your love for roller dogs to another level. These chips are only available for a limited time. Wow, thank you for the Limited time chips.
And we're have to obviously follow it up with that some pickle cotton candy.
Ugh.
Whoa.
The
Smells
only-
like pickles. Ooh. Tastes like pickles. Very,
Like,
very sweet pickles.
I almost want to put it on the chip and have some like relish on my hot dog.
Yeah. It would work actually.
Wow.
It's not bad because it mostly tastes like cotton candy. There's absolutely a pickle flavor to that. Good fucking grief. Oh, I don't know if I like that.
I gotta try it.
The
on.
pickle aftertaste. Yeah, obviously. Well, that's a good idea. Couple chips. Pickle cotton candy.
It was delicious.
Wow.
That was a really good combo.
Yeah. Wow. That was really good.
I feel like we should just quit everything and just start selling cotton candy and roller dog chips. These would be a smash
Yeah,
hit.
at the back of my dented Hyundai. Just drive around places. Like, you want this? You want these things you've never seen before, probably? Enjoy. All right. Last but not least, the buttered popcorn. Ooh.
Buttery?
Yeah. I mean, they have the flavors down. They taste exactly
They do.
like what they're supposed to taste like.
Wow.
It's just kind of jarring because it's cotton candy and you don't expect that popcorn
Sweetness, yeah.
taste to come off of that.
Wow. Thank you very much. These were good.
Like a remote.
Thank you very much.
Like a remote.
Now I gotta try it on the chip.
Yeah, obviously. Found this. Nothing about the snacks, just about the book. Well, thank you, Pensabenis. Pensabenis? How do you say that name? Pensabeni? Pensabini?
Penis bone.
Oh, the penis bone. Thank you, Penis Bones, for our Yates of Hurrah book and our snacks.
Not as good as the pickle.
Yeah, no, the pickle and the chips. Molto bueno. Matthew Mowry says, I'm not Boffy.
No, you're not.
I guess
Oh,
not.
you are? Do you want to be?
Is Boffy, yes, Boffy something that you're looking to be? Are you trying not to be Boffy?
Buffy!
Hey, Buffy! Buffy! We'll call you at the end of the show, Buffy. We, we have to, other booth boys demand to be heard, and we demand to hear them. Bob Fanta Patrice, oy vey, Steve is such a good Jew. By the way, was Garrett secretly hoping for another bag of bugs? What were you?
It would have been nice to have some bug flavored cotton candy.
Wouldn't have been. Bugs don't taste good. They taste like not much except bad, rotten cardboard.
Yeah.
And the consistency and the fact that they're bugs is very disgusting. You shouldn't like that. It's bad.
Didn't particularly like it. It was just
You ate
they were
the
edible.
whole bag.
They were edible.
You ate it was not, it was bugs. It wasn't edible. This is edible. Pickle flavored cotton candy. I'm not exactly dying to eat that, but it's edible. I could eat that whole thing.
Yeah. Just
Bugs
pretend they're
are
bugs.
bugs.
Pretend they're bugs.
No.
Same thing.
No, I can't pretend they're bugs because bugs are bad for me. They taste very bad.
We'll get used to it because we're going to be eating bugs for all our protein soon. Everything's going to be crickets.
No thanks.
Yeah.
I'll be swallowing loads for my protein. Thank you very much. But anyhow, let's get to the booth.
Booth.
Thank you to our booth boys. If you'd like to become a booth boy, please go to patreon.com/Garrett and Steve. And you too can send us whatever you'd like for us to watch. Video, read an article. Gino sent us some stuff, but I actually think we were supposed to watch it last week and we didn't.
Okay.
Put that on the docket. Where was that? Yeah, Gino already clipped. I can't imagine
one
somebody
was
not
just
sending
like
this.
the manly men pot. Oh no.
Yeah, no, Gino sent us this. What date was on this? 2 days ago. All right, so we didn't miss it. So our first booth boy of the day, none other than Gary Biscayne. Let's see what he sent us.
most powerful, unstoppable. I'm about to give you the keys to the most powerful, unstoppable, but innocent and hilarious prank of all time. 2 years ago, my buddy Jack wrote on a porta potty in permanent marker, "Send me pictures of your poop. I want to see it." And then my cell phone number. And that week went as you imagined. I'd say 6 or 7 pics a morning of just, I mean, this is blue collar construction worker shits. So this isn't like a nice capsule. This is more of an explosion of feces and corn, Taco Bell, Taqueritos. You know, it's not a lot of fiber in the construction worker diet. That went on for about a month or so of just constant pictures, which again, hilarious, but you can only block one number. That's the thing. So every morning it's unstoppable because you're getting texts from different numbers. You can't stop it unless you find the porta potty and erase it or something. It's unbelievable. 2 years later, I get a text this morning. I thought maybe the girl I love got a new number, wanted to reply. Picture of a fresh loaf, fresh deuce. The guy had corn yesterday, apparently. Beautiful work, to be honest. But this is this will last a lifetime. This is an unstoppable prank. It's honestly genius. I gotta respect it. And it's kind of innocent because it's just a picture of a poop. But yeah, you use that as you will. Just, you know, great.
Douchey overactor does too much stuff with his fucking hands. But
it's a great prank idea.
The prank is solid.
You got hit with that by starting the dump.
I pranked myself by starting a show called The Dump that was about dumps.
And told people to send in their dumps.
I thought it would be funny. Like,
it was for a while.
But it got to a point where I'm like, okay, enough. Stop sending me shit every day. I can't stand looking at this. It was funny at first, but now I'm just looking at craps. Gross. But yeah, I held an election one year I guess I did The Dump for more than a year. Where I elected the poop president, and I stole the election and just elected myself as the president of poops, and my picture of a crap. But yeah, no, a lot of people used to send me pictures of their shits, and I would tell people, like, listen, it's got to be like something amazing. Don't just send me your diarrhea from yesterday. It's kind of just. I'm sitting here looking at it nonplussed.
Yeah, it has to be like shaped like a letter, or
those are some of the ones I got.
Yeah.
Someone sent me one. I think it was poo stained balls on Twitter. If it wasn't him, it was someone with a similar name. He sent me a shit that was in the shape of an S that had a cigarette flicked onto it, and it was like, "This is the Steve poop," and I was like, "Yes, it is. Good job, you win. There's no prize for this." I'm just going to go ahead on compoundmedia.com and say, you have a good poop. Congrats. And then I played the game with Bobo once called What's in My Poop.
That's right.
I just showed him pictures of my shit. I was like, Bobo, what's in that?
Oh, it was your own shit?
It was my poo.
Nice.
It was my poo.
How'd he do?
At one point, I took a crap at work. And that was one of the pictures. And there was like, I got like construction worker like left his gloves in the bathroom.
Yeah.
So I threw the gloves on the crap, and he got that right. He was like, "Those are gloves." Like, you're right. There are gloves in my poo.
Ding. Correct.
That is a correct answer. Other than that, I don't know if he did so good. I want to say one of the answers was Captain Crunch berries because it was very multicolored and very diarrhea. But yeah, that's what how I wanted to start my broadcasting career. That's what I wanted to do with my life, is look at pictures of poop on the internet.
Now, Gino
really wasn't a well thought out thing.
Has given out his phone number thousands of times.
Half a 1,000 times.
You know, everyone takes a shit in some sort of public place or restaurant or whatever, or baseball game or something, you know, and there's stalls that you could write on the wall. I'm just saying. Gino sent in that prank idea. Why not reciprocate? And just
send Gino. What we're saying is flat out, send Gino pictures of your poop. You have Gino's number. Send him pictures of your stool until further notice. Just do it all the time. Every time you crap, send it to Gino. He's gonna reply and say, "Thanks, buddy." Matthew Mary clarifying what he meant by Buffy. Matthew Mary, Boofy. I want to be Boof Boy. You are a Boof Boy.
Is he?
Yeah, he's a board member.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he signed up to be in the Garrett Steve Club. You're automatically a Booth Boy. Did you send us? Hold on, let me check. Go to the Patreon direct messages, which I sent you one yesterday, and you can send us anything, and we will.
Yep.
Pull it up on the show.
Mm-hmm.
You're a Booth Boy. So yeah, anything you want us to cover on our news programming,
send it over. Patreon.com/Garrett and Steve.
I don't think we can show pictures of poop on YouTube.
Yeah, not really sure.
I don't think so. I think that's considered scat porn.
Uh-huh.
You can show scat porn on compound.com though. That was cool.
Yeah.
Realized I did that. But yeah, I don't think you can. We can't. So if your idea is you're going to send us a log of shit, we cannot show it. YouTube will remove us.
We can look at it on our personal time, but
yeah, we can just jerk off to it.
Yeah.
But we can't show everyone else. But yes, Matthew Maurer, you are a Boof Boy.
You're a Boofy.
You're Buffy.
Buffy.
Hey, Buffy.
Now, I think in May, Nick Giordano sent us something. And I don't think we ever played it. I just got reminded of it. If you search mail for Nick, it should come up.
Let's see.
No, that's what I just did on my phone.
Or I don't know. I don't got nothing. Hold on. Maybe he's. How come he's not even coming up? He's not.
Nick.G.
Nick.G. What the fuck? At? All right. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. Nick's a cool guy. Maybe we'll see him tomorrow.
Maybe we played it though. It's a superhuman clip. Super humming.
We may have played that.
Jumping on a cactus. Yeah, I don't know. I know.
He could have said anything, and I've been like, I've probably seen that. But anyway, let's just go to our.
We'll find it for tomorrow.
Ryan. Oh no, that's not for. Gecko Dundee. Hello, Gecko. He said, I got another video for you from the UK. Our police fights are normally less exciting than yours, but this one has an amazing knockout at the end. I think I already know exactly what video this is.
You know this one?
I definitely know this one. I've seen this quite a few times. It is a very good video. It's always worth rewatching because of, as he said, at the end, there's just a gift from God. So, pay attention to the police fight if you want. It's inconsequential to the point of the video.
Okay.
Put up a good fight. Yeah. So similarly in the UK as in the US, as we have found out, you can just be like, I'm not under arrest.
Nope.
I'm not. Nuh-uh. And you're not.
Was the suspect also wearing a bulletproof vest?
No, just a vest.
Just a vest? Oh, okay.
Just a regular vest. I'll get you with the baby. Okay, right now, bam.
Now
if you blink, you'll miss it. This woman who's just randomly standing there in the kerfuffle, she's not really doing anything. She must know the perpetrator, so she's kind of in the mix, but she's not doing it. She's just standing there. She gets hit with a tire.
A tire.
So hard it knocks her unconscious. Like really out fucking cold. But dude, it's like there's no rim in the tire.
Yeah.
It's just a rubber tire.
How hard can
it looks like a
hit you?
bicycle rubber that goes around the tire.
Yeah.
And she got hit with it so fucking hard. She becomes a ghost. She's not with us anymore on this realm. She's elsewhere. And she falls like a fucking
on the
cartoon
fucking
character.
head.
Fucking Hercules threw a frisbee. Wham!
Oh,
Out cold. She's
he's
dead.
dead.
Oh no. Well,
Thank you, Gecko.
thank you, Gecko.
Yeah. That's
Uh,
a classic.
Yeah, that's one of the greatest videos that's ever been put on the internet. That woman getting fucking sent to the hospital by again, just a rubber bike tire with no rim, no nothing.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a fucking. You have to wing that thing
So fast, right?
to knock someone unconscious. Yeah, you'd have to even put a little
A thing that has
on
give
that.
to it.
A little
Yeah,
mustard.
it's hard to. She's just like a lightweight glass straw.
Now our next booth boy here, Buddy Lee Lewis, sent us a video with no comment.
And it's 15 minutes long.
Perfect. We have 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's see what this is. Oh, I'm seeing police emblems.
Mm-hmm.
This might be a Coppers video. Here we go. June 22nd, 2024.
On June 22nd, 2024, officers from the Round Lake Beach Police Department in Illinois respond to a report of a vehicle fire at a house.
First of all, I am sick. The video's fine, I'm sure, but I'm sick of these AI videos that all have the same fucking thing where it's like they put images and it kind of shakes a little, and then the footage has like little grainy effects on it, and then half of the sentences they say they like type it out on the screen after saying it. It's I don't know. It makes no sense. It's not enjoyable to watch, but
Get
it's
used to
weird.
it.
I know.
It's
I'm
the
seeing more and more of it.
Easiest way to make a video instead of like editing it yourself and using your own voice and reading the whole thing. You can just tell a computer to do it in 5 seconds.
But they all do it the same exact way. It's so
because it's the way the program does it.
yeah.
I'm sure it's I agree though. AI is soulless. It take like this isn't exactly a creative video. This is it seems like it's just documenting something, but even so, it just sucks the life out of it.
Yeah.
As a robot is now telling me something instead of a person, and automatically it puts you off.
But it's like it's just trying to do too many things at once that try to it's like they're making a 10-second TikTok video into a 15-minute video where they have the captions going the whole time and things moving around
and they're trying
arrows pointing at things.
It tries to game your brain.
Yeah.
And like show you all things the way you want to see them and the way it's supposed to be, and with a voice that sounds like a thing you want to hear.
Yeah.
And it's all uncanny valley. It's all slightly off, and it seems weird, and it's just it's just much better. Even though it's sometimes having a YouTuber just make a shitty video about this is better.
It is.
There's something at least for me, it seems like for you, I crave and would prefer to hear it from someone than have someone tell a machine to tell me something. But that's, I guess because we're old pieces of shit.
Beach Police Department in Illinois respond to a report of a vehicle fire at a house. An immediate investigation begins when officers ask the 911 caller, who also happens to be the neighbor, what happened.
Yeah. So let me recap. So you were in your garage smoking. Mm-hmm. You were trying to get a hold of Jose because you wanted to hook up with him.
Yes.
And then there was no answer, no nothing. No. And then all of a sudden you heard a boom.
And that's when I came outside and I started calling him again.
You came outside, you're like, what's that boom? What's that boom?
Yeah.
Can we see that video that you have?
Who got shot?
It's inside the house.
Can we go?
Yeah.
Thank you. Can I see it?
Yes. That's the thing. I don't know how you work this thing out. I'm sorry. That's me. That's when I came to see.
Stand up straighter.
What's in your hand?
See the video.
Oh, that's my phone.
That's not a phone.
Oh.
Oh.
What is it?
Oh,
You got a
no.
brick?
No.
Oh no,
I'm just
no.
getting my surgery.
He's fucking turning into Consuela. No.
Oh no.
No. Is that a brick? No.
No, como se dice?
A couple more questions. She's just gonna be going, no English. I don't know.
This is where you gotta be honest with us.
No, I am being honest.
Hey, can you come watch this with me? Okay.
Video of me jerking off.
What's that you're coming back with?
What do you think?
Huh?
What's in your hand?
I have my phone with
That's not a phone. You can see how thick it is. Looks.
He's talking about the video of him jerking off. See how thick it is.
Kind of like a lighter fluid bottle.
Oh boy.
A what?
Like lighter fluid bottle, like the big brick white bottle.
Wait a minute. She called the police?
She called the police, brought them inside to watch a surveillance video of her doing whatever happened, so making a big boom. Not sure exactly what happened.
That's up there as some of the most retarded shit. Unless I'm misunderstanding something. She blew up her ex's car and then called the cops like, hey, I don't know.
I was just sitting at home.
I don't know what. I just heard a boom and then I heard a boom.
But here,
a boom, boom.
Here, watch the surveillance video of me doing it.
Oh, it's my phone.
It's my phone.
Pouring lighter fluid on a car. Oh, that's just me pouring phone fluid onto the car because I was trying to call Jose.
Here. So this is the call is 0018. This is 0011.
Okay. That's you.
Yeah, that's me.
What's in your hand? That's not a phone. Actually, looks like you might have your phone right there.
No, that's my pen.
That's your what?
My pen.
Pen?
Your pen?
My pen. My pen.
That's like a brick.
She really couldn't think of anything. She couldn't think of a single. She must have saw a pen. The guy was clicking a pen. She saw like a clicking pen. That's my
badge.
Think of something. Think of something. That's my handcuffs. Police car.
It's my wristwatch.
That's my walls, ceiling, doorway. That's my dog. Like, oh my god, this is a level of retardation.
No, the one that you said on my chest.
Oh, okay.
So talking about what was in your hand.
Oh, no.
Back it up.
You got lighter fluid in your hand right there.
What is your name?
Jasmine.
Jasmine?
Yeah.
Okay. This is the part where you need to be 100% honest, okay? We're watching video of you with a squeeze bottle in your hand walking over to the neighbor's house, okay? What does that look like?
Delete the video.
No, the squeeze bottle in your hand. The liquid that we just watched. So, Jasmine, you see that's you right there on the camera? Okay. What's that in your hand? This is the part where we need you to be honest, okay?
I don't think she's going to be honest, officer. I think she's going to be a liar.
By being honest about what happened tonight.
Okay.
Okay, so what happened?
I was just mad.
You're mad?
Yeah.
By the way, that's totally, I hate that. It's not true.
You have to be honest.
If you're being, it's going to help you a lot tonight.
Yeah.
It'll help you get super arrested and like thrown, like case closed, thrown in jail. If you say nothing at all, you might get away with something if you have a good lawyer.
But that you'll have more immediate trouble. They'll just arrest you right away, and then they'll probably kind of fuck with you.
They'll call you mean names.
Yeah.
Call you a dunderhead.
But it is best just to not say anything.
Never say a word.
Yeah.
So
Don't show a video of you doing the act in your own house.
Bring them in the house and show them video of you committing a crime. That is first and foremost. If you have said video, delete it. And fucking wipe out the fucking thing you had the video on.
Is car on fire?
Yeah, I think you did.
Okay, then what is going on there?
I just put a little bit thing, but I didn't let his car on fire. I don't know.
You just put a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, we're past that point. Okay, just be honest about what happened tonight. Okay, Look at all this that's going on there. Nobody got hurt. Okay, we're talking about property, right? Nobody got hurt.
Like Killdozer.
Yeah, she killed
So what
Dozer.
happened?
Yeah.
I just was upset because he came to my house and we just had a like little argument, and that's when I started calling him.
Okay.
I got mad. Yeah.
You got mad? Okay. All right, Jasmine, we're gonna go out here real quick. Come on. We need Jasmine. How old are you?
25.
25.
The hard 25.
Oh God.
Okay, just.
Over here. We're gonna go walk over to the squad car right over here, okay? Just walk with me. This way.
Did something crazy happen, or is this just?
All right, I'm just gonna be facing my squad, okay? Right here. Please. Come here. Face right here.
On me?
Yeah, put your hands right.
Again?
Yep.
Right, so we're gonna just do this. Jasmine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just have a seat. You put your hands in front of you. Okay. All right, Jasmine, we need to talk a little bit more about this, okay? Look, before I do, I'm just gonna read your rights, okay?
Mm-hmm.
We really need to get to the bottom of this, all right? So we're gonna just do this right here, right now, okay?
Okay.
All right.
That's fine.
Before asking you questions, it is my duty to advise you your constitutional rights and the rights to remain silent. You were angry with him?
Yeah.
Okay, who is that? Who is he? Like, I don't even know his name. What's his
I
name?
feel like I get it.
I really
I
don't
think
know.
they're.
With something then?
With the paper.
With paper?
Yeah.
How did you light the paper?
I just toss it.
She's fully admitting to what she did.
Everything.
This fucking
What are you
dumbass
doing?
is now just telling them that she fucking burned the guy's car. Yeah, I think I get the idea here.
What a fucking dunce.
That's what you know.
Did she call? She
If
called
you've
the
ever
cops
seen the
too?
show Cops, this is how stupid
Dude,
most
yes.
people that commit retarded petty crimes are. They don't seem to know how anything works, and they lie. They make up stupid lies, and then
They don't usually purposefully admit what they did or show how they did it, though. They might like accidentally say something and the cops like, oh, I got you. They don't bring them into the house and show them a video that they know what they did.
I know what I'll do. I'll just tell them I was holding my phone and I was pouring phone all over the car that I then lit on fire
With my pen.
that's a special level of dipshit. So thank you, buddy Lee. Very entertaining watching someone be that fucking stupid. Next on the Booth Boy list, you know him and you love him, Aaron Kraft. He sent us some Boltman fanfic found footage. Episode 4. Gino does Boltman. The boys get a surprise guest. Steve doesn't like how the episodes have been ending. Also, possible not safe for YouTube around.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, we'll watch up to that
Is it
point.
on YouTube though?
It is on YouTube. Whatever. We'll watch up to that point, and because there's 2 of these, and then we'll watch the second one.
To the Garrett.
Hold on.
Welcome to the Garrett and Steve show.
Ooh.
Hey, Garrett, how are you? I'm doing real good. Looks like.
Is that your dishwasher?
Oh my God, that's what he's doing. That beep. I guess I'm fucking susceptible to
PTSD
beeps because the second time that beep went off, my body reacted. It jolted me.
A caller. Go ahead, caller.
Wow.
Who are you? I'm Harumba, the house gorilla. What are you doing here? Oh no, someone just said they won't see me, so here I am. What the fuck is that beeping doing? Don't worry about that. So, what do you want? Fuck, man, I can't put up that beeping noise. Well, that was fun.
He's got us both down to a science.
Go ahead, caller. Hey, it's a me, a Gin. I mean, it's a boatman. How are you? I'm good. I'm doing good too. Boatman. Looks like you're shacked up some shithole. Where are you? Hello, Steve. Do you like my deluxe apartment in the sky high? Boatman. It looks like you're in a burnt down drug den. Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about, Garrett? Huh? Only two of them 4 eyes working or something? Deluxe apartment.
He had an Italian accent to start, then an Irish accent. Perfect.
I like the lines you get that. Wait,
Yeah.
2 of your 4 eyes work?
On ya. Whatever, Boatman. What are you
Thanks.
doing there? Well, I had to make a quick getaway from Frankie McDonald, and this place was just open. I think San Diego must have known I was coming back in town, and they set this up for me. Eh? Whatever. It's a shithole. Hey, Steve. Yeah, Boatman. Do you like to smoke a cigarette? Yeah, I like to smoke. Well, why don't you come down here to my a deluxe apartment, and we'll trade some smoke of cigarettes for some services. When we like sweep the floor, oh, there'll be some sucking going on. There ain't gonna be no vacuum cleaner.
Uh-oh.
Well, I've got to go. I've been hearing someone's been trying to take over the boat's nation. Goodbye. Well, looks like we should be going too. No, I don't like the way this ends.
Goodbye, Davy.
Steve. These endings, they're stupid. Everyone just says, oh, I gotta go. It's lazy writing. It's dumb. We should do better. Well, all right then.
I am the motivated
You
one.
have something in mind?
All right, pause it.
I'm going to pause it here.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to remove it from our screen, but I'm then going to play it.
Okay.
So we can see. What's that? Oh my God. What the hell was that? Oh, I blew my head off. Wow, this guy does have me down. This is fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, this is not
Unless it
safe
gets
for
worse or
YouTube.
something.
Oh, maybe it gets worse. Hold on. Let's. Yeah, there's like no nudity or anything. It's just me with my head blown off.
First Jay Thomas, then Crip Daddy, and now Steve. Oh, I feel great. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, dear Garrett. Happy birthday. No more Steve. Well, folks, that's all our time here. I'll see you next episode. Bye.
I love the blown out head look.
Yeah,
That's
I look good
amazing.
like that.
Yeah.
I think that is he's got us nailed. He knows all the references.
He does.
He knows that if I shot myself in the head on the show, you would just go, "Oh, awesome! No more Steve," and start singing "Happy Birthday" to yourself.
Thank you, Aaron.
Yeah, Aaron Kraft, boy, that's some good stuff.
Yeah. Who do you think's better with Photoshop, Aaron or Five Fan? I know.
They're neck and neck.
They have their own individual styles. It's hard to compare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he sent another one.
Wow.
Boltman fanfic found footage episode 5. Garrett is happy. Boltman is whole. A surprise news reporter.
Huh.
Oh boy. This is okay. All right. All right. Do we have time? We have time.
Yeah, sure.
Let's do it. Aaron Kraft's Boltman fanfic episode 5.
Hey, everybody. This is Garrett. Chintong. This is Gino. How you doing today, buddy? Oh, Daddy's doing good. You seem happy, Garrett. Oh, you betcha. I finally feel like I got an anchor off my neck. I'm not being weighed down anymore. Sounds nice, buddy. Look, Gino, we got a caller. Go for Gino. Hi, Gino. Hi, Garrett. Hey, Boltman. How's it going? Well, Gino, it's going pretty good. Yeah? Why is that, Boltman? Well, lately, I've been having a bit of an existential crisis. You see, sometimes I felt like I was more than one person. Oh, yeah? What do you mean by that? Well, sometimes I felt like I was a gay Italian man. Like a really, really,
Oh,
really
that's
gay
why the
Italian
different
man.
accents.
He sounds fun. Do you think he ever jerked his brother off of under a pink blanket? Anyway, go on, Boatman. What else? Well, other times I felt like, you know what? I'm not really sure. But every time I was that guy, I really felt like eating cow shit. I just don't get it. Ha ha! Thank you. Come again. Better now, Boatman?
Wow, Indian Garrett.
Garrett.
Holy
happened,
shit.
but something happened, and all of a sudden, it felt like, I don't know, like my soul came rushing in my body, and I was just one complete person again. Yeah, I have no idea what could have happened. Hey, Boatman. Yeah, Gino. I can't help noticing you got Thunderbug laid out on your couch there. Well, no, that's Boat Bug. I don't know who Thunderbug is. No, I'm pretty sure that's Thunderbug, the mascot of the Tampa Bay Lightning. Well, you're wrong on that, Garrett. This is Boat Bug, and he's trying to take my job with the Boat Diego Chargers, Boats Nation. Okay, buddy, if you say so. Anyway, Boatman, how'd you find out about this guy? Well, I saw on the TV right there, they're talking about Boat Bug and Boats Nation. So I decided, well, I'm going to go find this Boat Bug and talk to him and let him know that Boats Nation belongs to Boatman. So what happened, Boatman? Why is Boat Bug passed out on your couch? Well, I may have fallen into a bar, and I may have bought him a drink, and then I may have slipped a Mickey in his drink. Well, then he may have passed out, and well, I may have gotten him back here. So, well, maybe we could have a little talk about Boats Nation when he wakes up. Hey, buddy, sounds like you kidnapped him.
There's a lot of writing that goes into these. I can't
a whole script.
Believe the effort.
I know.
And then he has to, set up the shots.
I want to know, does he just do it all in one take?
No, he has to stop and reset the mouth every time.
Don't you think he just records his mouth and then does one take and then takes a video and moves it around after?
Yeah, but I think there's a script.
True, definitely a script.
I think there's rewrites. There's a lot of edits.
It's a good point.
It gets passed around. A lot of hands. A lot of there's a lot of creative control
production
that gets lost.
values that goes into this. Yeah.
So, I hope this is the actual vision he had, and that too many hands didn't get into the pot and make this not what he wanted. But so far, I'm just impressed.
A gem. Yeah.
I'm impressed with the amount of research he did for the role.
What? No, we're just two friends hanging out, and we're going to talk whenever he wakes up. Breaking news. Breaking news. This just in. Justin, who is Justin? Is that one of my three children? Who, me? Anyway, we just got this report.
Oh, he's on
a
TV.
person calling himself
Boatman
Boatman has apparently drugged and kidnapped Thunderbug, and he is currently live right now on a podcast. The perpetrator has let slip that he's in San Diego, California. So members of the Tampa Bay PD and the FBI are going to travel to San Diego, California to look for him. Well, Gino, I gotta go. I'll see you later. Bye. All right, bye-bye, Boatman. Guess I'll see you next time. Hey, buddy, do you want to be my co-host? Yeah, that sounds great. Sure does, buddy. It sure does. Well, I hope you have a great evening, and I'll see you tomorrow after you have a great day.
Wow. What a soap opera.
so
Both Fiction
many
is.
Twists and turns.
Yeah. I mean, Gino's going to be the next one to blow his brains out, I assume.
I think
Looks
that's
like
where
it.
the Garrett curse finally takes its turn.
Uh-huh.
I think you're going to blow your fucking brains out. There's going to be it. Oh my God. But thank you, Aaron Kraft, for the masterpiece that you put together. I'm without words. Let's go to our next booth boy immediately. And Harold, how's the neck, Garrett?
Let's see.
Oh boy.
Oh wow, it's a nice neck.
Is it? What is that thing?
Hey, on some real shit. Y'all need to teach our kids to stop.
Is that a fucking albino?
I think it is.
That's an albino.
I ain't no albino.
I never wanted to kick a little motherfucker so bad in my life.
Like
Like
Stevie
this
Lou.
little girl just seen me and she stared at
Oh, well.
me
Neck
and
too
screamed.
long.
Like just stared at me and was screaming. Like literally staring and screaming. Her dad ain't say shit. Now if I would have whooped her ass for the old and knew, I would have been wrong, huh? Would have whooped his ass too. I don't like no shit like that. Like y'all need to teach y'all kids. Everybody is different. Everybody ain't the same. Don't look at me and scream, cause now I'm gonna whoop your ass and make you
You
scream.
look
for
like
real.
the devil.
You do look like something out of a horror movie.
Some demon, yeah.
The Babadook. But would you?
No.
Not even for some of that good neck action? Hot necking?
The neck isn't bad, honestly.
What about the blue hair?
But
Big fan?
I can't get past the white eyelashes.
That's
That's
what
really
the-
throwing me
It's
off.
not her absolute Down syndrome fucking face. It's the white eyelashes. It's the one thing I could not give less of a shit about. Everything else is a
It
mess.
throws me off. She just put some eyeliner on or something. Or dye her eyelashes.
All right. So you're saying if she had dyed eyelashes, you'd be going to Pound Town on that.
You said you would have.
I lied.
You said without the eyelashes. I need a little eyelash. That's it.
Her mutant face is putting me off.
She does look like Stevie Lou.
It really does. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go ahead and
But she ruined her neck though with the neck tattoo. Too. Yeah.
oh, that ruins it for you? I
Yeah.
figured you'd like that. That's like a tramp stamp for you. I feel like a good Garrett girl, a triple G, has like a bullseye. Come here
Oh,
on the side, like the middle of their neck. Probably the worst place to get a fucking tattoo.
Yeah.
So, and Harold's question though, how's the neck?
Not bad, except for the tattoo. The neck's not bad.
What would you rate it? Would you give it 5 booms?
5 out of 5.
5 neck booms?
I wouldn't give it 5 out of 5. No, but it's 3.5 out of 5 for a neck.
All right.
Yeah.
3.5 out of 5 isn't
It
bad.
has some decent length, has a good, like, smooth skin, good lines.
Becky with the good neck.
Yeah.
Necky. Well, on to N. Harold's next video, which he sent an hour ago. Given tonight's opening discussion on killdozers and tanks, this seems apropos. Well,
ooh,
let's have a look.
A trailer for the movie Tank. Never heard of it.
Sergeant Major Zach Carey was not your everyday commuter.
You're the only one in the U.S. Army who owns his own fully operational Sherman tank, for one thing. Are you kidding me? I thought everybody had one of these.
The Army was his career.
What sort of father is your dad?
Cross between George Patton and Danny Thomas.
Why does he look familiar?
Sergeant Major is all alone in the battalion field.
But peace was his profession.
Hey, you don't want to do that.
Is that right?
Hey!
How would you like it if somebody went?
It's that guy.
Until he got on the bad
Fuck, I
side
can't
of
remember his name.
sheriff, who didn't have a good side.
Somebody marked up your face when you was on duty.
And who was it marked you up when you was out representing me?
I want to know everything there is to know about that, Sergeant Major. William Carey.
Yes, sir.
This is lockup.
Yes, sir.
Uh-oh.
It's be enough to get that little boy.
Got a ham sandwich in your locker, boy.
On the county farm, maybe 3.
I didn't do anything. Somebody else's lockers on my lockers. Somebody else.
I know the sheriff is using you to get to me.
We are getting a lawyer, and that's all there is to it.
Now they've got his son.
That's any more lawyer. That kid's gonna be shot trying to escape.
And they've got the odds. But he's got
a tank.
This is basically Killdozer.
It is.
I do believe I got you covered.
Uh-oh.
Awesome.
I think these are acts of terrorism. Hell yeah.
I can't see here no more.
Working on that movie must have been awesome. Because at some point, the director was like, all right, today's the day we're driving the tank through the building.
Or the day we're just blowing up cars.
Oh, yeah, we're just going to blow up a bunch of cars.
Jump on.
Yeah, whoever was in charge of making this movie was just like, I want to fuck a bunch of shit up with a tank.
Yeah.
It looks like fun.
Come out of that tank! Come out or I'll burn you out!
Today in Clementsville, in what has to be the most unusual prison break in recent history, Sergeant Major Zach Carey broke his son William out of the Clemens County Correctional Facility using a World War II Sherman tank. The sergeant and his crew are rapidly becoming folk heroes.
I love how just happy and full of joy this is. But the movie is like they were just firing a 50 cal. Movie is like death rampage. This easily could have had a way darker tone and could have just been about these people going on a killing spree in a fucking
ruining
tank.
people's lives. Yeah,
but it's like it's like the Dukes of Hazzard.
We're gonna win. They're gonna lose, General.
Them Duke boys got a tank. God damn it!
Zach Carey won't tread lightly on the men who took his son.
Tank. I like it.
Yeah, never heard of that movie.
I'd like to see Tank.
Uh-huh.
Well, thank you,
Thank
Mr.
you,
N.
N.
Harold. Very good.
Perfect for the discussion today.
Apropos. And the term apropos was apropos to what you showed. He said this tank video is apropos.
Oh. I didn't get the whole what was apropos to apropos, but
Much apropos about nothing. Next, we have Curtis John.
Oh, boy.
Cage. Real quick, Bob Fanapatry said, the blue hair girl, close encounters of the turd kind. Attaboy.
Uh-huh.
Good one, Bob. Turd kind.
The turd kind.
Uh-huh.
Yeah? Huh?
Hers would probably be more like this. This long, skinny limper.
And probably white.
And yeah, albano. You got albano turds. On to Curtis John, who says, Garrett and Steve love.
Oh, no.
What that means is, oh, it's us.
Is this the one where we kiss?
Oh, no.
No, this is a different one.
Oh,
no.
come on.
My God. No, please.
Thank God you like completely morphed into a different guy. At least I was kissing someone I didn't know. It was a stranger. Thank you, Curtis John. Thanks for that. Now I'm going to have nightmares. I'm going to have wet nightmares. Wet mares. And here's our next video from KJ, Oily Eyes Gino.
Oily eyes.
Queer butt pirate, pillow biter, ladder queen. Glory hole wrangler, pecker puller all around gay. Fag, queer, butt pirate, pillow biter, ladder queen. Glory hole wrangler, pecker puller all around gay.
It's good stuff.
That is.
I like that the AI made him dance.
Did it? Or that was, I
yeah.
think that was just Gino dancing.
Watch it again and pay attention to his arm length.
Okay.
Fag, queer, butt pirate, pillow biter, ladder queen. Glory hole wrangler, pecker puller all around
I don't
gay.
know. Something looks off to me.
Fag.
Especially right at the end there. Like his arms
I don't
get.
know.
So it just doesn't seem right to me. It looks off.
It does. Seeing Gino dance like that, yeah, I've never really seen him do those
And
moves.
his face looks rounder. Like everything. It seems like this is an AI model that his face is wrapped around. And his clothing. Like I've seen videos like this before where we should play it tomorrow, but these kids in a hardware store walked up to a guy with a video like this. They took a picture of him, made the video while he was still in the store, and were like, hey, this is you. You're famous. And he was just like, what? That's not me. But it was like exactly like this. It was where, I mean, you just got fooled.
I guess so.
And he was just like, that's not me. But yeah, that's Oily Eyes giving us a little sexy dance.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for that, Curtis John. That's now 2 gay nightmares you've loaded up into my brain. Should we go for 3? Curtis John with his hit single, Black Bunny. What this is? Oh, it's banging that woman in the face. That's pretty fucking funny. Dude, I'm sorry, but if I had a pet that did that, I'd fucking It wouldn't do it again.
No. Right to your face. Jesus.
I would fucking spike
Again,
that
if
bunny.
it gets your leg or something. All right, whatever. Get it off.
I've always been real fucking grossed out and skeeved out and weirded out by dogs humping you.
Yeah.
Like I go like, get the fuck off me. Like I really don't like that. Gets to me. So if a bunny humped me in the mouth, I would fucking throw it across the room. It might make it out the window. Yeah, I don't trust like this. And yes, the bunny was black. I did notice that as well.
Yes.
I don't know what you're implying, Curtis John. I don't know what you could possibly be implying.
Thank you for the video.
But how about another one? Curtis John sends us something called the automated shirt remover.
Uh-oh.
Or at least he did.
He did,
but something happened to it, and it says this page isn't available right now. Maybe because of a technical error. Sorry, Cage. This video is not coming up.
Yep.
How about the next one? 5 minutes ago from Curtis John. Does Caitlin love you this much, Steve? I'm going to go with no. Let's see. No. Caitlin has never in public while sitting outside. Jesus fucking Christ. That's got to be fake. Come on, right? Because why was he recording?
Yeah.
That was a joke. They're playing a prank on us. Who in the fucking world would do that ever to anyone? She dug her hands in his ass crack and then took a whiff.
Sniffed it.
That's not real life. Come on. Okay, I can honestly answer you, KJ. No, she does not love me that much where she would go digging around in my asshole and then taking a sniff on her fingers. That woman is wearing a Giants t-shirt.
That's what I was thinking that the whole time. I'm like, is that the Giants shirt?
This is, and I am a portly gentleman like the guy who's getting his butt ripped into. I get my ass ripped into, but in a completely different way. It's more of a metaphysical thing.
And there's no finger smelling afterward.
I'm sure she takes a lap and, metaphorically sniffs her fingers. But no, there's no sniffing and there's no just ass ripping. But yeah, the attire's proper. There's a good Giant shirt.
He didn't even flinch though when she went back there.
No, if this is again, this is real, not just some YouTube prank we're falling for. I guess this is a routine examination.
Is this AI?
That was not AI. That was BM. He was sniffing around. Thank you, Curtis John. We're end on a fucking brown note.
Yeah. That's true love, though.
It's true something. I don't call that love. Just call it fucking disgusting. It's the truth, though. You're right. That is truth.
Yeah.
Being it's now the end of the show,
Mm-hmm.
should we call our newest booth boy? Give him his time to shine?
Might as well.
Don't act so excited. He got a lot of airtime yesterday.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see what he wants to say today. But Matthew Mary, hope you're by your phone. Oh, and the black people still weren't ready today.
You went back again?
I didn't go back. I called them.
Oh, okay, good.
I called them and they were like, sorry, we'll have it tomorrow. And I was like, oh my God. You understand the board members, the mems? They're going to dismemb me.
Wait, but you don't have to. You gave them all the stuff they need.
It's all done.
So they could just call you when it's ready. And
It's ready now.
You don't have to go there. And
they said
tell
it'll
them
be
what to
ready
do.
later today. I was like, but I can't go later today.
Oh.
I can't. So, yeah, tomorrow I can pick it up.
Okay.
But tomorrow we'll be in Harlem
Yeah.
at the Gino abode. So I don't know how that's going to work. But let's see if Matthew is awake or if he has passed out from alcohol. Edie's groaning on the floor. And
I'm not gay, you are.
What's up, Matt?
Hello, booth boy.
Boys. What's up, homies?
Sorry we missed your call before. We were busy doing a show.
Oh no, I saw you I saw it was funny.
So how's it feel being a boofy?
Don't look me in the eyes when you ask me that.
Did you drink any peppermint schnapps 100 today?
99 peppermint.
That's what it was.
Yeah, too many.
Okay. Is that
Yeah,
like your everyday
yeah.
treat? That's like your go home and have a couple beers?
Yeah, a couple.
What's your beer of choice, Miller?
Well, I've been drinking 2 turn tea this week, but usually Coors.
Coors. Wow. I don't know anyone that drinks Coors on purpose.
I do.
You know some
Oh,
Coors guys?
I lied.
Yeah.
Sorry. I mean, I lied.
Trying to be cool.
I just wanted to be like one of those guys who always knows someone who does a thing. I don't actually know anyone does anything. I don't know anyone.
Oh, shit. How are you guys doing tonight?
Pretty good.
Excellent.
Thanks for asking.
If I was any better, I'd be fucking dead.
Oh, we can make something happen.
Please don't. I'm okay.
Oh, shit.
Have you fallen into to any Yates or Harat traps today?
What did you call me?
Nothing.
Yates a Harat trap?
Just saying Jewish stuff.
Oh, ew.
No, not ew, Jew.
What's the difference?
Jay.
Jay. The jump shot. Do you guys know why the Jews wandered in the desert for 40 days, 40 years? How long they go?
40 days, I think.
40, yeah.
40 days and 40 nights.
You know why they did that?
Why?
Someone said they dropped a quarter.
That seems like 2 different jokes cobbled together. You sure that's the one?
Proper response. I like the quiet.
I feel like what you were trying to say was, how do you get 40 Jews into a Volkswagen?
No. Yes. Well, no, you put them in the ashtray.
No, that's not it either. You throw a penny in it.
No, you put them in the ashtray.
I guess that works too. See, now I'm cobbling together 2 different jokes.
I fucking love you guys. I can't believe you let me fucking hijack your show this week.
Hey, we weren't busy.
Yeah.
You're a fun guy.
You let this drunk ass fucking retard hijack your show and talk a whole bunch
We
of
do that
fucking
every
retards.
Thursday.
Uh-huh.
We just figured this week we do it every day before Thursday as well.
I gotta come see you guys at the bar on Thursday, but I gotta work on Thursdays. It sucks.
Wow.
You gotta have to get the bar reopened as well. It's been closed.
Why don't we come to a bar to Rhode Island?
Let's go to Gebhard's.
He was live today from Gebhard's. Fuck. Yeah, just out of nowhere.
Oh, I would love to fucking Dickie the Opie.
Did what, Opie?
I think he had sex.
Oh, have sex with
Dick
Opie.
him.
That makes sense.
Let's dick him.
You know.
I want to dick him too.
We might be, or at least I might be going to Rhode Island in June or July, whenever
Oh, well, you got
Angelo's
my
party is.
I'm
Whose
still
party?
figuring that out.
Yeah.
July. It's July.
Yeah.
Still figuring that out. You know, I have to wife and child and you know.
I got someone.
I can't just attach them to me like a keychain and take them everywhere I go.
Isn't that what marriage is?
Kind of.
The old ball and chain. Am I right, Matt?
Ball and
Yeah, right.
keychain.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The old
The
ball and
smelly
keychain.
balls and the keychain. Yeah. Something like
Well,
that.
Smelly balls is your fault. That's why she doesn't look at him.
She looks at him. She don't touch him.
But I'm saying they smell bad.
Nah, I'm kidding. She touch him.
Yeah, the boy.
Yeah. And she sniffs her fingers. Kind of like onions.
Steve, do you like the prostate exam during blowjob?
God, no.
Have you tried it?
Once, and it was not a fun time. I didn't like it at all.
She did it the wrong way.
Yeah, she put a baseball bat in there.
Listen, it's kind of fun being gay. I don't know, but I've heard.
I don't know, but I've also heard. Bob Fanta Patrice has a question for you, though, Matthew.
What's up, Bob Fanta Patrice?
He wants to know if you. Bob Fanta Patrice said, "See if he will scream the N-word real loud in his parents' basement."
Nigger!
Sound like the Burger King crown guy.
Oh, the answer was yes, Bob.
He did it.
Yes, he would.
I'm not scared. I live in a white town, motherfucker. There ain't no niggers around here.
Parents are gonna bang on the floor. Keep it up down there.
Mom better never say that to me.
Do your parents use that word?
Mom gets really upset when I do. Dad does once in a while.
Oh, nice.
That makes sense. That's usually the dynamic.
Yeah.
Dad usually uses it with sand in front of it.
What in front of it?
Sand nigger.
Oh, sand. Yeah.
Because he's talking about the Japanese.
We hate working for them. Oh, we fucking hate working for them so much.
Well, Jay Nate has a rule he'd like to propose. He said, new rule. You must have a BAC under 0.08 to call in. I think you mean over 0.08.
Yeah.
Oh, that's easy for me. I'm probably at like a 2.5 right now.
You ever get a DUI,
You should drive
Matt?
a car. I'm just kidding. Don't drive a car. I'm not saying to do that.
Truck.
Wait, you ever have a DUI, Matt?
Yeah, I got one like 2 months ago. I got a breathalyzer in my truck. I almost got in trouble yesterday because my fucking truck wouldn't start. I drank 99 peppermints. What do you think?
Yeah, good point. I was just making sure, just double checking.
I went a long time. I made it like 10 years in between the two of them.
That's good.
Trouble.
Yeah, that's not bad. One every 10 years. That's nothing.
Yeah, I feel like after 7 years, everything gets erased, right?
No, it's 10 years. October would have been 10 years. I got extra months on my breathalyzer because it was 9.5 years.
Well, as long as you just get pulled over and you don't like plow into a tree or something, like some asshole I know.
Who did? Oh, I did that once too.
Well, the asshole was me. I was speaking in coded language.
I did that once. I almost killed myself. I almost died like 12 years ago.
Me too. Same.
Oh, sweet. Fucking Eskimo bros.
Yeah. we gave death a handshake and said, see you later. Not today, but that tree is dead.
Soon enough.
I'll keep trying.
So what's up? How you boys doing? What you up to tonight?
We're ending our show.
Yeah, we were just wrapping it up.
Don't wrap up for me.
What do you mean? Well, we're going to play the board song again,
Yeah.
even though it's still the old board song, and I feel like a fucking dumb piece of shit
Oh,
about
I
it.
got
But
a board song, right?
say what?
Wasn't that a request last night? I was so blacked out last night. I was so fucking drunk. I don't remember last night.
You remember tonight?
Right now I do, but tomorrow I won't.
It's a good way to go through everything. Just kind of self-delete all your memories.
Dude, it's great. Fuck the cloud. I live in a cloud.
I am the cloud.
Yeah.
Angelo says, bring the fam, Steve.
Nice.
Well, I'll run it by the fam.
Yeah.
See if the fam wants to come.
Come on down, guys. I got a pool. I got a good backyard. I got a swing set for fucking little Tyrone.
Nice.
Awesome.
He loves swing sets.
Yeah, I bet he does.
He likes spinning. I don't know why I taught him that. Probably because I'm a fucking
He loves
idiot.
getting dizzy.
Yeah. But he likes when I twist him up in the swing and then it just goes and he just wants to do it 100 times in a row. And I'm like, you're gonna fucking puke. We got to take a break from the spinning. And he just spin.
How old is he now?
He's turning 2 in August.
Is he speaking yet?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nonstop.
Does he say nigger?
No. Somehow I've managed to not fuck that up, and he is not saying bad words. I would probably be in trouble for that.
I got my little my nieces. They're 5 and 3 now. I had them doing cheers at fucking 1.5.
Cheers, like clinking your bottle together and they drink?
Yeah, my brother fucking hates it.
My brother did the same thing with Tyrone.
He does it.
Yeah, he cheers people. My brother taught him that with the fucking 24 Twisted Tea. He taught him how to cheers when 6 months ago, maybe even longer than that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, now if you go up to him and he's holding his little water or juice bottle, you go, cheers, cheers. He's very good at it.
You gotta teach him nigger Hail Hitler.
We're working on that.
You guys heard that song, right? You guys are listening to the song. I've missed you for a little bit. I'm happy to be back. I love you guys. Call me every night now. Garrett, I'm gonna call you tonight. But
awesome, thanks.
You set your alarm. Call him at 3:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck it. Fucking funny, bro.
Curtis John has a question as well. Curtis
What's up,
John
Curtis John?
says, Matt, does he ever crank one out hearing his dad break mom's cooch upstairs? Asking for the rest of the chat.
I could probably get a video for it if you want.
I'd say that's ill-advised, but yeah, sure. Send it to Curtis John. I'll give you his
If you wanna
email.
watch
You can send a video of your parents fucking plowing.
If you want to watch old obese people fucking fall on top of each other, I got you.
Clapping cheeks.
Yeah, cheeks, tummies, fucking everything. Everything's clapping.
See some of that good dad load.
Yeah. Well, I mean, one was good at least. I came here.
Exactly.
Well, he came back here.
Got that fucking hot, potent goo.
You're an only child?
No, I got a little younger, but I just told you I got nieces.
I was gonna say, you just said he had a niece or
Way to pay
nieces.
attention,
3 and
Garrett.
5.
Oh yeah, you'd have to have a brother. Or
Garrett's
sister.
memory is not very good. He's got goldfish
Mine neither.
memory.
I don't even know who I'm talking to right now.
Well, that's true. You will not remember this tomorrow.
But like I technically have nieces, but my brother doesn't have any kids.
Aren't they your niece-in-laws?
I just wanted you to say that.
You got me.
Are they? Yeah, Garrett, fair game.
And Natopia has a little thing she'd like to add here. Thank you, Natopia. I cheers with my slice. BAC needs to be below 0.2. Thanks from the Slice Factory.
0.2? That's strong.
That's extremely reasonable.
Yeah.
All right, you guys aren't allowed to do drinking casts anymore. Apparently, we're not allowed to be drunk on the fucking YouTube anymore.
I guess not.
You're not drunk. You're just acting. You're a good voice actor.
Yeah.
Though, thank you,
I do have
Natopia,
a
for the
voice
slice talk. But also, Jason Whiteside has something he'd like to add. Hate being that guy. No joke. Don't drink, get high, and drive. You can kill someone and get charged with murder. I've done these cases and PSA videos on this with local high schools. Get help.
All right. To be fair, this guy's a faggot. You don't get charged with murder. You get charged with vehicular manslaughter. Alcohol involved. All right. So it's not murder. I'm not black. I don't murder people. I homicide.
I think they up the charge if you are drunk and they take your blood and it turns out your BAC is very high. They will charge. You'll get like 25 years to life for killing someone if you drive drunk into them.
But you're right, Jason. It is a stupid thing to do.
Of course it's stupid. That's why I got in trouble, because I was stupid.
Yeah.
I'll be completely honest with you, fellas. I felt like a real jerk when I got blackout drunk and crashed my car and flipped it upside down and got arrested. I felt like a real hamhead.
Did you regret it?
Yeah. Yeah, it was one of those things where while I was still in the process of being arrested and put in the hospital and all this shit, I was like, wow, I really wish I didn't do that. God damn it, if I could take something back, if I had a time machine and I'd already taken care of, blowing Hitler, I would really go back and undo this thing I just did.
Wait a minute. I thought we were killing Hitler, not blowing him.
6.5 of a dozen, 2 in the hands with a 5 in the bush.
That's all he needed was a good beach, and then he would have been nicer.
He had some good ideas, all right? He had some good ideas, all right? You can't knock him. The trains were on time.
Hitler just needed someone to put his wiener in their mouth and go, wow, it's big. There's a lot of micro-peen rumors with Hitler.
Didn't Ava do that?
No, she said, wow, it's small.
Yeah, that's why.
And then he fucking killed as many Jews as he could before he took himself out.
No. Listen, when you do meth, you get some crazy ideas.
Yeah.
I can imagine. Yeah, that's Jason Whiteside would probably agree. Not good to drive on meth unless you're driving a truck.
Well, you'd probably be like really alert.
Again, if you're driving a truck and you had to make it to fucking Santa Fe in the next 20 hours.
Perfect.
That's the drug that'll get you there. But you might also mow down several families on the highway while you're getting there. So again, here's another PSA. Don't do meth and drive on the highway. It's Stick to the local roads. Don't do meth and drive.
Listen. You're like fucking ruining the trucking union now.
No, the truckers union is already getting ruined by the English tests.
The English test and the self-driving trucks now.
Yeah.
Tesla just put out their self-driving trucks.
I don't give a self-driving fuck. Don't laugh.
I'm so
not funny.
I'm so sick of these motherfuckers don't know.
Fuck about a self-driving truck. All right, Matt. Well, we're going to wrap up the show here.
Why are you doing that?
You have any final words?
Well, hold on. And Harold says, show Matt the green-haired albino and see if he can drink that memory away.
He's been watching.
He saw it.
What's the green hair albino?
He already forgot.
Told you. He saw it.
Is he gay?
No. Well, it was straight.
No, I'm not interested.
Yeah. I wasn't either. She was ugly. She was an ugly albino.
She had white eyelashes, Matt. Isn't that weird?
She threatened to beat up a kid in the video. The white, blue, green-haired albino with white eyelashes saying, "I'm going to beat up a kid." It was an interesting piece of internet, but very off-putting. I lost some weight. I'm off-putting. Don't laugh.
that was a good one, Steve. That was a good dad.
Thank you. I think you need to be half a bottle of fucking 100 proof alcohol deep to get it and laugh
that's what the
at
99 stands for?
I thought so. Yeah, I thought it was like 99 proof.
Yeah,
oh, wow. So 50%. Yeah. Wow.
Well, 40,
okay, that's why he's drinking.
Half.
All right.
You guys shout me real quick?
Thank you for picking up, Matthew.
Are you guys drinking?
No, we're not.
Not tonight. We have to save up our strength for tomorrow when we get alcohol poisoning at Gino's house.
You going to Gino's house tomorrow?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can you please call me tomorrow?
Yeah, tune in. We're on at 3 p.m. now.
Yeah, tomorrow's the early day.
I'm at work. I got to remember. Garrett, send me a text message and remind me like a good girlfriend.
Tune into the hockey show. That's later. We could probably call you then.
During the hockey show, too, yeah.
Call you every day.
Gino's really fucking stretching, huh?
No.
He's what?
Football show, hockey show, fucking retard show. He's really trying.
Trash can show.
Load show.
Oh, yeah, the loads. Well, anyway.
Oh, yeah. How's the pink blanket doing?
It was good hearing from you, Matt. You're gay.
Yeah, you're gay. We'll talk to you later.
All right.
Bye, buddy.
Love you.
Love you, buddy.
Love you, boys.
All right. Let's play It's Raining Mems for the third last time.
Old youngie, Bob Fana Patrice.
I think they're going to figure out that Black's ready and the new song's ready, but I just don't want to let go of the greatest song ever made. They'll never
figure it out.
Thank you to our board members, and thank you to everyone in the Garrett and Steve Club.
Yes.
Here they are on the board, and here they are in song.
In your heart.
It's the Garrett and Steve commemorative plaque. And it's raining memes. Hallelujah, it's raining memes. Hey, memes. Got Caitlin Cott, Marino, Eddie Conte, Nick Giordano, Charlie Chicago, Deadpool, Jeremy, M. Stock, Marshall Beaupre, Moose, Pete, Fitzy, Dominic, Richard Kelly, Josh Words, Mark Liggio, Mitchell, Chris Bird, Jimmy Z, Ganoff, Gecko Dundee, Daniel Monday, Gay Bitches, Daniel Monday, Gay Bitches, Connor and Beck, 626. Justice for Garrett, J. Thomas, Larry, F. Booter, Angelo, Mark, DeGraci, Cynthia, Darcy, Shush, Eric and Lashka, and Max, and Lucy and Clara, Rocky and Cozy, Jose Delgado, Jay, Stews, Cluster, Payne, Jammin', Jay, Nate, Gina, Marie. It's raining ma'ams. Hallelujah, it's raining ma'ams. Beverly, Jay, Quan G, Johnny, Heather, the hooker, Jonathan, McDuckus, AJ, Michael J, Birdsey, Dan, Harold, Booze, Channel, 666, Lindsay, Sam, Douche, Steve's ass, Vince Giganetzi, Aaron Graham, gold members, bit of cash, that's the black, that's my ass.
Woo!
Beautiful music.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the Garrett and Steve show for today.
Today.
Thank you for watching.
Yes.
Next week, me and Garrett are on assignment.
Was it June 9th?
Yeah.
To the whatever it is.
To the next week.
To the next week.
Yeah, we'll be back. Me and Garrett, much like the compound days, we decided we can take vacation at the same time.
Yeah.
That way, it's not like, 1 week, one of us is missing, and the next week, the other. Just 1 week, we're both not going to be here. Sorry.
I'm going to Los Angeles.
Yeah. And
It'll be fun.
Yeah, we'll be back Monday the 16th. But there's a show tomorrow.
Yep.
And then it's vacation time for the boys until the 16th. I will not be going to Los Angeles. I will be going to Turks Angeles.
Wow.
And Caicos.
Angeles?
Angeles.
Have you been there before?
Never in my life. No.
Nice. It's like right by Puerto Rico and Haiti and Dominican Republic, right? All those.
Yep.
You don't even know?
Nope. It's down there somewhere.
How long's the flight? Do you know that?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's like 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah. When I went to Puerto Rico, I think it was like 3.5.
Yeah, I think that's
not
how
bad.
it do.
Same time zone?
Yeah,
so.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But Steve Buscemi.
But Steve Buscemi.
I agree, would but stink. But yeah, so we'll remind everyone tomorrow. But we're taking a week off. Thank you for watching, Garrett and Steve.
See you tomorrow.
We'll see
3
you
p.m.
tomorrow.
sharp from Chez Gino.
From Harlem.
Kiki Lou Studios. Without Kiki.
So just Lou Studios.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Stevie Lou Studios.
Have a great night.
We love you.
Love you.
Bye.